Okay. What's going on, good people? How we doing? Happy Wednesday. Hopefully everybody had a good start to their week. Before we get started, let me know if the audio is good. Let me know if the visual is good. Just give me a thumbs up or just a good in the comments section. We are here for another Giants War Room. So I wish I can say that I'm excited for football. It's the New York Giants have let us down this year a bit. But luckily and fortunately for me and for other people, we got some guests today to keep the feeling alive. And also one of these guests, man, always seems to push the right buttons when it comes to this rivalry between the New York Giants and the Vikings. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and add my people to the screen. First, I'm going to add my man, Rap, a.k.a. Vocal VIKE from the Vikings. What's going on, man? How we doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm doing good, brother, man. I appreciate you, letting me join tonight and we talk some Vikings, Giants football, man. I'm excited, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact. So also, right? So I am waiting for another Vikings content creator to join. So it was going to be a 2-on-2. That's what we're waiting for. Actually, right on time. He's right on time in the backstage. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my man, my tag team partner for the night, the one and only TPWay, the Giant. What's going on, TP? How we doing, man?
Yes,
How we
sir,
doing,
man? We could be better, but we here, man. We here. We gonna talk.
We surviving, right? We surviving.
Yeah.
Guess
we
what?
survived.
Guess what? Both teams right now are officially eliminated from the playoffs, so we can talk a little bit of trash. We can talk a little bit of trash.
Yes, that's a fact.
And then, last but definitely not least, another Vikings fan, fantastic content creator too. I got my man Zoe in the building. What's going on, Zoe? How we doing, man? How you doing?
What up, though? What up with y'all?
Yo.
I appreciate this tonight. Shout out to Rap making this happen.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was hiding.
Come on, TP. Come on. Hiding from what? Come on now.
The truth.
So, we on that CPT.
the truth. You talking about the truth.
What's the truth?
I'm gonna let Dash draw this call.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do it a little bit different so everybody can see each other a little bit better. Let me go ahead and add the comment section too as well, so everybody can see their comments. So we're gonna keep it peaceful at first, right? We're gonna keep it peaceful at first. I got a couple of questions for the Vikings. First question is this, right? As far as expectations going into the season versus where you're at right now, how much different is it for the Vikings right now? Where you thought you were going to be versus where you are right now? I'll go with Rap first for the question.
A lot different. You know what I'm saying? Like coming off of last year, 14 wins. Listen, I think Vikings fans, we didn't expect to win 14 games again, but I think we at least expected 10, 11. We was up in that range. That's where the majority of Vikings fans were kind of gauging the season. But man, we only man. It's ugly right now. But I will say the past two games, though, we handling business, specifically the NFC East. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you putting the pause on the Cowboys for sure. I appreciate that. Zoe, man, what's your thoughts, man? Going into the season versus now, man.
The season ain't go what I expected. Many Vikings fans expected though, but JJ McCarthy is looking better week after week. At the end of the day, that's all we want. See our rookie quarterback get better. Well, not rookie, but our young quarterback get better week after week. So it is what it is.
So I'm happy. I'm kind of happy to hear that too, because there's a little bit of a divide within the fan base as far as this quarterback. Now, I know when JJ was hurt, missing games and all the other stuff, then you're looking at Daniel Jones, what he's doing, just the same way we were. And then you're looking at Sam Darnold and seeing some type of success he's having too. Did you guys feel a certain way, like you should have held on to one of those guys a little bit longer, or was it the JJ McCarthy show from jump?
For me, it was the JJ McCarthy show from jump. And I still feel the same too, even after watching Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold. I think having one of the two. I'll really speak for Sam Darnold. Daniel Jones, there's no telling, what could have happened. But Sam Darnold is also proving it on another team, like he did with us. So I feel like if we would have had Sam Darnold, our record probably absolutely would have been better than what it is right now. We would have won some more games, but I think what we did was the right choice. It's a little painful this year, but I think for the long run, it's gonna pay off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all right, man. I'm all right with the long-term investing. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind waiting on my money to grow. You feel me?
So unwavering right now.
Yeah,
Unwavering.
yeah.
Okay. Zoe, man, how you feel about it?
I don't feel no way. I just feel like if they thought JJ was ready, he should be the quarterback number one. But Sam Darnold is what he is. He gonna win regular season games, get into the playoffs. He gonna flame out. So I'd rather let a young quarterback do what he do, get it, hit bump and bruises, so we can move on. Though, but I don't feel no ill will towards Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones because they not the main future for the Minnesota Vikings.
I feel that. I tell you what though, you better get yourself a backup quarterback though, because old Max ain't it.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Old Max ain't it.
Sure.
No, that's a
That's
fact.
a hell of a debut for him. TP, man, TP.
Yo,
I kind of we talk all summer long, all season long. Expectation where we at for the New York Giants. Definitely not where we thought the Giants were going to be. Got to ask you just formally, even though I already know.
Yeah.
Most disappointing part of this season's as far as the New York Giants in 2025.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the obvious. I'm gonna give an obvious answer, man. I'm gonna just say the injuries. Like I was really looking forward to seeing, Malik Neighbors this year, and I was really looking forward as the time went on to see more Cam Scatterbo.
Yeah.
And so like the injuries has been tough, and then on top of that, if you want to throw in Kayvon Thibodeau in the mix, I've been looking forward to seeing more of him. So it's just the injuries has really been getting to me. I think that's been like some of the biggest disappointment of it all. But that when you ask that question, it's a loaded one because you could really go any way with that.
Where
Like I
to
said,
start?
We've been talking about it for a while, man. And then this is the last question for the pleasantries. As far like obviously the New York Giants had some changes. Obviously we got coaches fired, coordinators fired. We're waiting on the GM to get fired. As far as the Vikings go, is anybody on that hot seat right now? Because I seen rumors about KOC possibly. I like KOC actually. I actually like him a lot. But your GM, you don't like KOC?
No, you can go. You can go on. No,
I need to know.
Dash, they've been tearing this man up. That's why I'm glad you're going here.
Y'all don't know.
So but that's the thing. That's the thing. Dash is like, I've been talking about this the past couple of weeks when I would have guests on that were saying how they respect KOC and stuff. And usually it's fans of other teams that look from the outside looking in think that KOC is the truth. He's not a bad coach. Now I know Zoe maybe feel a little different. I don't think he's a bad coach or a horrible coach or anything like that. But he definitely has some deficiencies that have to change.
I'm all ears right now.
Level. You know I'm all ears.
I need to know. Hold on a minute. So what's the biggest gripe with KOC?
Go ahead, Zoe. I'll let Zoe because Zoe one of the front runners.
Let me know.
I'll let Zoe ran on that, man. I'll give Zoe the floor.
Okay.
But see, Dash, look, the funny thing is, I listened to both of them. So I'm just sitting back waiting to see if they gonna BS tonight or if they gonna really tell the truth.
No, we're gonna keep it 100.
Go ahead, Zoe.
One thing about it, two things for sure. We gonna keep it a buck. But my whole thing with KOC is the play calling, and I don't like the way he got my young quarterback calling plays like he is a veteran quarterback. We right now is in week 15 to 16, and he just decided to change the play up for my young quarterback. KOC play calling is for a veteran quarterback, not for a rookie quarterback. And KOC do not run the football. He been like that since day one. So I'm not in love with KOC. I hope he do good for the Minnesota Vikings because I don't want to start over. But at the end of the day, I got KOC. His play calling, like at the end of the day, y'all, we in year 4, and we still talking about play calling. Yeah. Like when Vikings fans take away, he won 13 games, he won 14 games, but this man lost to Daniel Jones and the Giants in the playoff game. Like you can't do that. To me, that's a no. But like at the end of the day, man, like I hope he get better. The play calling is questionable. You get in week 15, you want to change the playbook up for your young quarterback, and you see it's working now for JJ McCarthy. But you should knew that since day one, bro. Like it's a young quarterback.
So when did the play calling start to suck though? Like pause. When because when y'all was in the playoffs, when y'all had said was the play calling bad then? Or did the play calling it just started happening now?
I would say to me, yes, the play caller been fucking questionable since day one. If you go back and look at year one, it been questionable to year 3 to year 4. And now by us having a rookie quarterback is really showing to a lot of Vikings fans. But I've been seeing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But once you don't have that veteran quarterback to do the plays he do and make the throws.
You good?
Yeah, you good, Zoe? Can you just stopped abruptly, man? You all right?
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. Damn, you just stopped. Yeah, we hear you, but you just stopped.
We hear you.
You stopped like mid sentence.
I saw you were jumping around a little bit, but we heard everything you were saying.
KOC got that boy blood boiling right now. You know what I'm saying? Got that boy blood boiling. Now you talking about that.
All right, so rap, man. You feel the same exact way?
So I feel like this year is the first year that I'm actually maybe going against KOC. Zoe will tell you I've always been a KOC truther from the beginning, right? And I got a lot of my core supporters, like a lot of me and Zoe core supporters that, you know, been off the train with KOC and would tell me like, man, you delusional, you don't trust me. And I always felt like he was good. Like year one, you know, year two. Obviously year one, you're gonna give him a pass because, you know, we won how many games we won that year, Zoe? 12? I think that 13. Yeah, I think we won 13.
13.
So, you know, I was like, shit, it looked like it working to me, regardless of what the play calling looked like. Shit, we won 13 games. I'm lit, you know. But I had to start looking past that. And then, like Zoe said, the main thing this year was the just not running the football, man. You know, like not, especially when the running backs, they get in their bag. Like one thing I hate is when you get a running back to start the game out and they're in their bag, and then the coach decides to just shy away from that. And when you got a young quarterback, like Zoe said, throwing, you know, there was one game where McCarthy threw like 40 times. Yeah, I mean, that's just, you just can't do that. He's not really that type of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So not knowing your personnel, man, it's an issue. You feel me?
So rap. Let's. This is where I'm a little confused at. Because I don't know. I believe me and Dash is on the similar page here.
Yeah.
See, as Giant fans, I need everybody to understand. I see the Viking people that's in the chat. See, as Giant fans, we are just sick of a lot of the spoiled shit from people.
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't know what bad is.
Yeah.
Like, especially when it comes to coaching. So, like, when I'm hearing y'all calling for KOC's head, I get it, one down year, one bad year. To me, it's like mind-blowing because I'm just trying to understand, I mean, how did the switch happen so drastically? Again, I've been listening.
Yeah.
Last year, y'all weren't singing the same tune.
Right.
You know, in the years prior, y'all weren't singing the same tune. Zoe, I know, Zoe, I will separate you from the y'all when I say that because I think I have heard Zoe, you know, comment about KOC, but I'm just talking about Viking Nation as a whole, right?
Right.
How is everybody like on the same page with getting rid of KOC?
Well, I think what it is as Vikings fans, we're not okay with just being good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to be great. We don't have a Super Bowl. So when you look at it from that lens, you're like, okay, KOC, can he be good? Yeah, he's proven he can be good. He's proven that we can win in the season. But you're talking about a coach that's 0-2 in the playoffs, right? And I'm talking about bad losses too. These aren't, I mean, team not prepared. When you watch the 2 playoff games, you're looking at the head, you're starting at the top and saying, first, before we get into the execution part of it, the team just didn't look prepared for the basic things. We talking penalties, all just the little things that falls back on coaching, you know, just having your team ready to go out there and for battle. So it's one of those things where, okay, can we win a bunch of games with KOC? KOC can definitely next year we can win 12, 13 games again, right? But what are you going to do when it matters? On top of that, too, TP and Dash, when he goes up against coaches that are proven, he gets out coached all the time. All the time. You know, he goes up against an actual good coach that knows how to call a game and get their players prepared. He looks sad over there. He can beat all the regular coaches, you know, the Daybulls of the world and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He usually beats them. You know what I'm saying? He usually beat. I know y'all don't care about that shot. He ain't y'all coach no more, so don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? But like, he could do that. We want to be great, TP. We don't want to be good. We want to be great.
Only thing I'm confused about by what you're saying is when we clipped y'all and sent y'all packing. Remember, y'all was in the playoffs.
Still talk about 22?
Yeah, let's talk about it. I know y'all want to erase that from your memory, but it happened. I'm just saying, when we clipped y'all, to me, what I seen was more player personnel. Like, I seen a lot of mishaps on the field.
Hey, TP, I'm going to ask you this, man. You know, and look, and I know everybody know that follow you. You know, my boy he about to go handle business, you know, do his thing. He going to be gone for a little bit. When you come back and we play again in 2028 or wherever, and we do a show, man, please don't be bringing up 2022 no more. We gonna already be done smack y'all like 4 times since then.
I'm only talking about KOC. I'm not even bragging about that. I'm just talking about KOC and just the history from what I've seen.
Yeah.
We got a game this week. We ain't even got to go that far. We got a game.
We ain't got to go that far. Yeah, we only a couple hours away, man. You know,
since we in the business of complaining right now about coaches.
Yeah.
Any complaints with Flores then? I'm curious now because now I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Because he's on y'all radar, right?
He's on my radar. Everybody laughing.
Yeah, I heard you, Dash. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, no.
Obviously, he's suing the Giants, but I want to know now how you guys feel about Flores now. Is there some disdain for Flores too?
No, I think most Vikings fans like Flores. Like, okay. Flores is a fan favorite. You know, he's somebody like you have some Vikings fans, and Zoe, you could touch on this too, that want him to be. They want him to be what you call it, that a head coach. Like, they'll say, hey, we don't like KOC. Let's just go ahead and put Flores. We already got a head coach in the building. Let's just elevate him. See, I'm not a fan of that though. You know what I mean? I'm just not a fan of that. Right. And there's one main reason is I don't think he's gonna appreciate JJ McCarthy. I don't think he has the patience to develop a young quarterback. We seen what happened in Miami with Tua, and he seems to be right. You know, they just benched Tua today. So, I mean, he didn't want to at all. But, like, when I look at things like that, I feel like Flores don't want nothing to do with a young quarterback in general. Like, he seems like the type that would want to get a veteran and kind of just try to win right now instead of going through that process, you know. And me, I'm not a fan of that, man. I want to go through the process. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Zoe, man, you got any issues with Flores?
No, I got no issue. My only issue with Flores, I feel like he don't want to develop young defensive players. But other than that, B-Flow, to me, he know how to identify a quarterback. He ain't want to from the start. He wanted Justin Herbert. So that right there telling me you know something about quarterbacks. And the owners or the GM, they want a Tua, and they ignore what Brian Flores said. I hope B-Flow stick with the Minnesota Vikings this year. I think he leave to be a defense coordinator / assistant head coach for somebody else. But I hope he stick around for a couple more years because on defense, he know what he's doing. Like, the Viking defense personnel ride ain't that good. But B-Flow is something different.
I do think he gets the best out of his players. That's why I like him so much, man. And even when he was at Miami, even though it was short-lived, he turned that team around. He turned the team around, and obviously he didn't get along with the GM, and then obviously the Tua situation, and then the suing, and suing the NFL and all that. I felt like he got blackballed a little bit. We saw him go to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a stint, and then he ended up in Minnesota, and he went right back to business. Went right back to business. Hold on just a moment. I think we got somebody else wanting to join.
Real quick though, Dash and TP, I'm a big believer in there's such thing as certain coaches just being great coordinators, and what's wrong with that, right? Like, I don't understand what's wrong with that. Now, Brian Flores has already came out and made it clear last offseason because he did a podcast with Adam Schefter on Spotify, and he already made it clear that he wants to be a head coach though. So like that's already in the books. Like if he gets an opportunity, he said he's absolutely taking it. So I tell Vikings fans, this is a temporary thing as long as the NFL doesn't block him from that blessing, which rightfully could, not rightfully, but which could happen based off of, him suing and all that craziness that they got going on. But I think he deserves an opportunity, and if it comes to rise, he's going to take it. Maybe it is y'all. You never know. He might.
I want him
back.
Right, man. Some people say because he's suing. I say, hey, money cures a lot of things.
Yeah, it might be some sympathy. Might be some sympathy there, right?
Fans.
Y'all got a different GM now too, right?
And throw it back. No, it's the same GM. It's the same GM.
Okay.
They actually
the GM again.
The crazy thing about hopefully he's gone. Hopefully the GM's gone. But he's the one that talked the ownership out of Brian Flores and brought Brian Dable in there because Brian Flores was Mara's guy.
Oh,
so
okay.
Go ahead and this purple and gold bars in the building.
Yeah,
is
that's
that purple and gold bars.
Oh boy,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh,
that's you like purple bars a little darker though.
Nah, I'm way darker than that, bro. You know what's up.
What's going on, man? I'm happy that you can join, man.
Yeah, I just had to drop a couple of trailers off, man. Just thought I would tune in with you guys, man. It was good.
Absolutely.
How you feel about B-Flow?
Yeah,
I had to chime in on that, man. You know how I feel about B-Flow.
He don't like B-Flow.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like B-Flow. I just look at defenses differently. I look at defenses like this. When a team is up, they don't necessarily have to go in their bag to beat you. Look at the Seattle game, bro. The Seattle game, they had a lead, so they didn't really have to do too much. But when we go against teams like Detroit, the Rams, or, whoever that has a good offense, a good offensive scheme, they seem to get whatever they want when they want. Like, it'd be like 3rd and 15 and middle of the field, wide open, down the field. That's what I don't like the most. If you're a dominant defense, you got to be able to stop that at all times. You can't just beat the bad teams or the bad quarterbacks. Because if you look at the last couple of seasons, especially the first year with B-Flow, look at the schedule. We played against a lot of bad quarterbacks, so we beat up on them. But when you played against the good quarterbacks, they kind of made us look foolish. So I look at it like that, like, is he really a good coach mind? Yeah, probably. But the defense ain't as good as what we say if teams get to run all over us. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, but what did the offense do for the defense to look bad though?
I mean, the offense is bad too because Kevin O'Connell was not a good coach. Like he can't I'll put it like this. He can't.
Hey, TP and Dash just sitting back like, boy, them boy in turmoil. We thought we had it bad, boy. You hit him.
Like he can't adjust to what he got, right? Great coaches are able to adjust to what the players are. Like, I'm a big Kwesi guy, right? So if you look at what Kwesi did in the offseason, Kevin O'Connell said he needed a new interior offensive line. Kwesi went out and got him a new center, a new left guard, and a new right guard all in one offseason. And then he re-signed Aaron Jones and traded for Jordan Mason. And then Kevin O'Connell still was like, I'm not going to run the ball. That's a coach going rogue and not playing to the strengths of your team, knowing you had basically a rookie quarterback out there, and the best thing that he needs is a consistent running game. So it's kind of like, just look at it at different lenses, man. I don't look at it as just, Kevin O'Connell was great because we won a couple of games. It's like, but when we get in the playoffs, we get smacked when we play against the best teams. Like, it's going backwards to me.
Not just
right.
You get smacked, but not just by the best teams. Just remember that.
Because we did get smacked by the Giants. You feel me? We got smacked by the Giants.
Dash. You remember that game against the Giants, right? Kevin O'Connell went for it on 4th and 1 in the red zone, and we don't get it. Then y'all drive all the way down the field, ate the clock up, and scored a touchdown. Then when we got the ball back, the clock was basically a factor, and then we got to probably score just to win the game. If Kevin O'Connell probably takes the points and kicks the field goal, now y'all got to drive down the field the other direction to try to get a touchdown and try to, one up that field goal.
Yeah,
but if you go back to that, that's bad coaching. I'm not going to say y'all won that game just on that one possession, but they added to it tremendously because at the end of the game, that's when things, have a greater magnitude. So that's why I say coaching.
A lot of decisions way more than others throughout a game. Now, you're absolutely right with that. I'm just saying, I didn't see it with KOC. I didn't see it at all. I thought he was actually doing a good job with you guys. I thought it was just a lack of talent and a lack of solid and consistent quarterback play with the whole
So-
JJ being out and being in and all that other stuff like that. Pause. But I'm just saying, because I was a fan of McCarthy coming out. I was willing to take McCarthy at 6. I ain't even going front. And then when I saw what happened, I'm like,
Thank God we ain't do that.
yeah.
Wait, hold on,
now-
wait. Hold on, what?
Thank God.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that later.
We gonna get to the quarterback.
But listen,
We can stop beating around the bush. We can get to that
listen,
right now.
My last
Yeah, let's
thing,
get to
my last thing to that conversation, real quick, before we get into that, is I'm sitting here listening, and I'm just taking your word for it because y'all would know more than me. But
Right.
one of the things that really bothered me when we were going through the turmoil with Coach Dable was that people kept telling me over and over, oh, he's a good coach, which may be true, right? He may be a good offensive coordinator. But I couldn't stand when they were trying to tell me that this guy was good, knowing that I seen what he did week in and week out. So I'm listening to y'all, and I'm gonna take your word for it. But to me, it's interesting that I'm looking at this year compared to the prior seasons, and this now it's all about getting KOC up out of there.
This is 4th season, though, right? This is the 4th season, right? This is his first losing
4th season.
That's
season.
my
No,
exactly.
this is his first season.
Second.
Hey, Dash and rapping TP and D Woods. Y'all know what crazy with KOC? As in year 5, since 2018, I told you D Woods,
2018.
he's the only head coach who is going in year 5
Without a
since
playoff.
since Jay Gruden,
Yeah.
who don't have a playoff win.
Yeah.
That is true.
So
That's
and I
crazy.
say that. So
True.
TP, what you were saying, that goes back to you. So you understand, right? Like people will look at Dayball and be like, "Well, why y'all firing him? He's the one who got Josh Allen. He's a QB whisperer." Because at one point they were calling him the QB whisperer. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he's the reason Josh Allen is Josh Allen. And then
It's
he
only
gets to
one
the
QB
gun.
whisperer in this league, though. Let's just be real. It's only one QB whisperer in this league, and
Shanahan?
that's Kyle Shanahan. That's it.
Yeah.
Shanahan. That's it.
It's only Shanahan. Everybody else is, and if you look at Kevin O'Connell, right? Kevin O'Connell can't really teach his offense because everybody that's like a pillar on his team either comes from LaFleur or Shanahan, right? You get Sam Darnold the year before, he was with Shanahan. Aaron Jones was with LaFleur. So are you actually teaching young guys your offense, or do you got to go bite off somebody else's tree and bring them over here because they already know what the base of your offense is because they played it somewhere else? So it's kind of like, come on, man, like what are we doing here? Like how long are we gonna keep, this guy around and be a fraud? Like I want to win a Super Bowl. I just know right now, like we probably won't win a Super Bowl with Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Now, first off, before we move on, man, shout out to the 110 people already in the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button and make sure you guys subscribe to everybody that's on the stage right now for sure. First off, and then again, appreciate the love and support. So let's get into it, man. Because again, I was looking at some of y'all rankings, and I see you guys as far as your defense points allowed. You guys, right there in the middle of the pack for that. So your defense is performing, up to snuff. And you guys said, as far as talent goes, you might not be the most talented, but Brian Flores is getting the best out of those defensive players. I remember a guy last year, Van Ginkel, man. I haven't got a chance to really watch him this year, but I remember him with the SWAT interception for the touchdown against the New York Giants early. How Van Ginkel been doing this year? He still
had
got
another
it.
one. Yeah, he just had another one of those.
I did see that. I did see that. That's right.
Yeah, the Genki, man. I don't understand why teams. I don't understand why teams throw screens to his side, bro. Like if you are a quarterback or an offensive coordinator and you see Van Ginkel lined up on the side that your screen is going, you should automatically switch that. I don't understand why they do it, but they do, man. And yeah, he got another one. TP. Who was that against? Woods and Zoe. He did that against the
games ago, I think.
It's against Commanders. I think it was the Commanders game.
That's how Bengals got hurt.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, look, he's doing his thing. I mean, obviously he hasn't as impactful as he was last year, but I mean, he's still a name. You know what I'm saying? He's still a name.
You see the Black
all
Bear
my
podcast?
son. Man, what's wrong with this dude, man?
Here we go, Rob. Here go Rob go again.
That been lost his damn mind on the internet, dog.
Yeah,
That's Rob.
Somebody got to turn
You know
his
that
internet
is-
off,
you
man.
know that-
For real.
Somebody got to cut that boy phone off, man. Hey, man.
For real, man.
You know how people act when it's new money? That's what it is. He ain't-
That's exactly, you could tell a fan
exactly-
base that ain't never had nothing, bruh. I'm telling you, because them boys
Yeah.
don't know how to act. You feel me? Like,
Hell
you
no.
can't tell them.
Hey,
that.
I ain't gonna hold
when
you.
in all reality, they gonna be one and done.
If they make the playoffs,
No, they'll make
Hey,
the
fellas.
playoffs.
Oh, they'll
Hey,
make it. They'll make it.
I'm
They
telling you
ain't
right
gonna do
now.
no damage though.
I'm telling you right
shit,
now.
they might lose
I'm
to
allowing.
49ers.
I'm allowing Black Bear Podcast, Rob and Chef, those my guys. I'm allowing them to get all their shit off because as soon as they lose,
Oh man.
as soon as this season is over with,
We're gonna throw a party stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What-
It's gonna be
yeah.
right up in the comments.
Yeah,
One of
we're
my
throwing
favorite
a party
off right now.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite cousins. He's a big Chicago Bears fan, and every time it's a text message, bear down.
Yeah.
You got to bear down. But Big J, man, listen, man, when y'all lose, just trust that text is coming right away. If I don't call you, but I missed the
ain't
pause. Lorenzo, listen, I got the pause counter.
He said,
They
"Hey
all-
yo, pause. Hey yo, hey." But shit,
I don't know
if
what I
had a
said.
pause counter, boy. My shit would be high, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah. Shout out to my man Jonathan Pride too, man. He be catching all
Yeah.
of them. He catch all the flaws.
Yeah.
So I see now, man. You guys threw me off a little bit because now I don't know exactly how you guys feel about everybody on this team. When I thought I had a good idea, but something that I do know, when we head into Sunday's game, I know the New York Giants got the best quarterback on the field.
Now let's
Come
talk.
on, that's cap.
Now let's
That's
talk.
There's no debating that, right?
Now let's talk.
The best
debate.
quarterback
That's-
that he with his
that's-
head.
Now
That's
let's
always in a
talk.
blue tent.
Now hold on. I want to say this before y'all get
Only
off
one concussion.
before
Go
y'all
ahead.
get up all off the handle and all that other shit. See, this is why I love to have these conversations because I remember when people were saying in the off season and things like that. First of all, your boy Rap was telling me otherwise when we were talking about who JD6 was.
Yeah.
Oh, do I got to bring the receipts? Because
Oh, no,
he was
no,
the
listen,
one.
I don't
He was
care.
the one keeping me from jumping off a cliff.
Right.
Because
No, that's a fact. That's a
I
fact.
wasn't the
told you.
biggest
I
fan.
told you. I told you he was like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I told you, Jay. I like him. I like
Like
him, but he not better
like
than
what?
Nando.
No,
What
he
like?
no,
not better
and he
than
also wanted him. He also wanted him. He ain't gonna tell you that part.
So no, look.
He
No,
also
they know
wanted
that.
him.
They know that. Listen, this
Oh,
is my
okay.
thing. I've said this. The community know this. I said if we didn't draft JJ McCarthy the year before, then Jaxson Dart was my was my first option in that draft. I felt like he was the best quarterback in that draft. Now, so far, who else came out that draft this year that's balling out more than Jaxson Dart though? You know, I mean, he absolutely got
I know who's balling
in
more than
New Orleans.
JJ.
That's it.
Who, Alex Shuck?
I know who's balling more than who would ball more than JJ. Who looks better than JJ in my
Who?
eyes? I would pick Shador over JJ. I would pick.
I
of
take
course, Cam
Shador
Ward.
over Dart.
But that's arguably though. Like you could argue that.
Mm.
Like
all I know
really.
is Jaxson Dart is better than JJ and the mythical number 9 or whatever his name is 9.
the
He better
Timu-
than-
he
Wait,
the Timu Dart. That's all he is.
Huh? Say it
Do
again,
y'all
Zo.
really believe that?
Hell
Do
yeah.
you
don't-
really- you
they don't
believe that.
They
You
don't
believe that.
They don't believe that.
You
Wait
know
a
I
minute.
don't, TP. I told you weeks ago, months ago.
That's because you. I still feel like you trolling. Like nothing about JJ
Troll?
is.
I don't troll.
Hold on. D Woods. No, because this is gonna tell me a lot. D Woods, you
Wait.
believe this?
You know I'm the honest one. I'm gonna always keep it G. All right, like as of right now, I would say like JJ McCarthy is probably at the bottom of the tier of the young quarterbacks because he hasn't had consistent play.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna say that. And
Okay.
like my
Yeah.
top two young quarterbacks the past 3 years are probably gonna be CJ Stroud and Bo Nix because they basically put their teams in the playoffs multiple years and CJ Stroud has won a playoff game. So we really talking about the measuring stick. Those two guys are the measuring stick. Jaden Daniels, I can't put him in there because he's looking like he's gonna be injury prone and that's like a couple of years. So
it's Dart.
we gotta
So it's Dart.
rebound from that.
So it's Dart.
Yeah, Dart.
Dart
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
wearing
Dart.
one of them guardian
Dart
caps.
has
Hey,
He's
after
staying
this
in the
game,
blue
my
too.
boy gonna have a guardian cap on.
Wait,
He's gonna be the first
Dart
quarterback
is
with a
a
guardian
baby
cap.
too.
So correct me if I'm wrong, right? Correct. How many concussions does Dart have? One,
Shit, I
right?
don't know. You tell
10.
me. You
One,
tell
right?
me.
Reported.
He had about
Reported.
He
I
had
saw
about
somebody-
8, man.
Somebody said he's the best of going into the blue tent, also the best one coming out too, right? right?
That's
Because he
a
only
fact.
had one.
Ever since he caught that
That's a
one,
fact.
ever since he caught that one, boy, that gameplay looked like it took a deep dive, though. You know what I mean? He might need to relax
But
a little bit there, man.
Also, guess what happened though? Who took over the team while he was on vacation? I should say on this hiatus with that concussion. Mike Kafka.
Who?
Mike Kafka took
Okay.
Who the fuck
because
is that?
before he got
That's your interim, right? Yeah, that's
and he's
interim.
awful.
Yeah.
He's awful, and he ain't running
Exactly.
me.
But see, this is the thing. Even when we have this conversation, this is the main thing that I need y'all to realize is y'all, JJ McCarthy has Justin Jefferson to work with. He has Jordan Addison to work with.
Right.
And so the fact that right now that McCarthy is looking, and I'm watching the chat. I'm tuned in to what the Viking fans are saying. They're saying he's mid. Y'all wanted his head not a few weeks ago, so we're not gonna come up here and act like he's just all be all.
Not me.
No,
me.
not you.
said that.
I'm really talking to Zoe because
Yeah,
No,
I don't think
said
he
that.
mid. I don't think he mid. And you
I
also
never said bitch JJ McCarthy.
and TP and Dash. Make sure we add context to this, right? Because y'all are playing the NFC East, where you saw what JJ do to the NFC East. Every quarterback gonna look good going up against that. You feel me? Now we gotta play the NFC North. That's a whole different beast right there. You feel me? We playing Packers, Lions, and Bears.
we playing them
But
too.
it just got that way though.
And you
And
saw
y'all
what
lost.
and you see what Dart looked like, right? When he goes up against them said teams.
Dart
Right?
almost beat the Bears.
He
almost beat the Bears.
does not
Yeah.
count Dash. You know that.
We
No,
beat the
I-
Bears.
Almost.
First of all, Jaxson
We
Dart.
almost beat the
Jaxson
Eagles.
Dart. The Giants have scored the most points in years. Our problem is the defense. We can't stop nobody. So if the New York Giants score 20 points on the Vikings are going to score 25. That's how it is because we can't stop a nosebleed. But y'all ain't going to sit here and just say that y'all going to whoop on Dart. I see the comment section talk about Flo going to whoop on
We're
Dart.
going to whoop on Dart. We're whooping on
what
Dart.
Oh, JJ is absolutely going to outduel Dart.
Hey, baby, bring my belt. Bring my belt.
First of all, we
We're not
can't do
building
that.
here.
Rat, we can't do that because it's not like JJ's going against Dart. He's going against the Giants defense, and we already know.
Outduel him. You outduel him.
I mean, is that saying much right now with this defense? We marching out.
No, we can't do
It
that.
is what it is. I hear the hype Dash and TP. I hear the hype, so I expect them to. You know what I mean?
So,
we gonna
so just answer this. So just answer this. All right, look, watch this. Watch how I do this. D Woods. I don't want you to answer this because I think you may know. Hey Zoe, name me 4 wide receivers for the New York Giants.
Man,
can
I
name
don't fucking watch
Waddell.
y'all like that.
Y'all
Okay,
got
cool.
Waddell,
Okay, go ahead,
Slayton,
Rap.
Waddell, Slayton, your boy from the Tennessee that we just was talking about. Who that? What boy name is?
Hyatt.
Aaron Slater.
Hyatt.
Yeah,
And then
Hyatt.
I got one more. Yeah, I got
Aaron
you got me
Slayton.
with that.
Okay.
Darius Slayton.
So with that being said,
I can name three.
so Dart is looking better with guys that y'all can barely even name.
All right, this is how I
And-
look at it, though, TP. I'm gonna let you. This is how I look at it because we always throw that out there about okay, this is what JJ has, though, right? But you can kind of see the past couple of games before Kevin O'Connell changed the offense of what Kevin O'Connell was asking JJ to do. And regardless of what you have at your disposal, if you're not able to do that and capable of doing that right now, it don't matter who you got. Like you can throw that shit in the air. It ain't like Jefferson gonna just jump up and catch it every time. So we gotta like throw that argument out the window of who we got. We're talking about actual just who's the better quarterback without the extras.
Yeah, and my assessment from the times that I've seen him, he's just
minute.
to me.
How many games JJ played this year?
I think what 6 or no 8.
Seven. Eight.
7. Okay, 7
Dart
or 8.
played a
It's
couple.
like
Dart
7 or
played a
8.
couple more than him.
Like 7
A
or 8.
few.
But
I'm
my
kidding.
whole thing, Dash.
How many games Dart won?
Dart only won 2 games.
Probably
There you
JJ
go.
won more than that. JJ won more than that.
There you go.
Versus who'd he beat?
Lions.
Lions,
You know what I'm saying?
Bears,
The Cowboys,
Bears,
Cowboys,
Bears,
the Bears.
and the Commanders. So that's
the
4 right
Commanders.
there.
So that's 4. He he done double what your guy got. So next conversation.
And
Well,
three of
he'll
them
be-
on
no,
the-
no, no,
three of
no,
them
no,
on
that's
the
a
road.
team.
Three
That's
of
a
them
team.
on
There's
the
one less
road,
than
baby.
Sunday though.
That's
Only
a
one
team.
less.
I'm saying though, but if
That's
you
a-
put it like
But-
that though, you like
But
you just quarterbacks off of wins, right? And the wins that
Yeah.
they got, he got 4. Your man got 2. That's
Nah,
the
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
look,
no, no.
listen, we beat
Listen,
the Eagles.
But
We
they
beat the
the
Chargers.
fences though, right? Like
Come on, man.
we was
that's
building them
it. That's it. That's it.
No. But I'm
That's
talking.
it.
No, but see, if we want to break down
Come
these
on.
games,
Come on,
if we
man. That's why I gotta work. Come on, man.
if we want to
Boy,
break
let
down
me
these
real down.
games and look at how these quarterbacks looked in those games, see, the thing is, in order for the Giants to even be close the way they've been close, or in order for them to win when they have win, Dart is going to have to win those games. JJ McCarthy ain't winning those. I'll give you the
Game, man.
first one, but he ain't winning those games for y'all.
I'll tell you what, he can
Why
dance
Bears
though.
game. You
Why
won the
not?
Bears game.
He won a Dallas game too. He outscored them.
Let's
Straight
keep-
up.
Hold up,
Hey,
TP.
that-
And not only that, the man had 6 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. 6.
Who?
That ain't, you don't call that winning? That's
JJ
winning.
McCarthy.
How many
JJ
touchdowns?
Versus the
how many
Commanders,
touchdowns
I'm not
Dart got
excited.
right now.
Dart got
6.
like 5.
How much Dart had
a
against
year?
the Commanders? How much
Just-
touchdowns Dart had against the Commanders?
He had 2. He had 2 against
How
the
many he had
Commanders.
against the
How many
Cowboys?
touchdowns Dart got for the year?
He didn't play the Cowboys yet. He didn't play the Cowboys. That was Russ,
Okay.
and Russ went for
Okay.
like 5 touchdowns that time.
Okay. All right.
But
How
Dart
many
got
touchdowns did Dart have for the year?
But
He
TP
got
and
13.
Dash,
He-
what I'm telling
he got
y'all in
13
this
in the
though.
air.
13.
What's up?
What I'm telling y'all about
13
about
in the
y'all
air.
boy Jason or Jackson, what the fuck his name is, Dart.
Jaxson Dart.
Now you don't know his name.
All I'm saying is though, the
So
quarterback
wild,
played the
man.
same way he played in
wild.
college, bro. He run the football reckless. And it
Your
translates to the
quarterback played the
NFL.
same way. Your quarterback played the same way he did in college too.
No,
What we
hell,
talking
fuck
about?
no.
He's
No,
not
what
as
do you mean,
reckless.
no?
I'll say this, Dash. He's
No.
not as
No, I'm
reckless
saying
as
no,
Dart.
JJ was never reckless. I'm saying as far as playing the same, JJ played the same as he did in college too.
I'm talking the
I can
reckless
agree
part.
Listen, hey,
Whoa, hold on. See, this is why I don't know why I didn't pull up stats a lot earlier. Why are y'all talking to me about JJ and he has 11 interceptions of the year? Why y'all
Yeah,
forgetting
we
that
the
part?
last 2 games.
See, why y'all see so
We
I'm
the
talking
last
about the
2
last
games.
2 games.
Wins, though.
And he's
Got
throwing
more
The
picks.
wins,
last
though.
2 games.
He's last in the
the
league.
season,
got
the
more
season
wins,
started
though.
2 games ago.
The last 2
QBR.
games, touchdown, 1 interception off a tip pass.
Yeah.
Still, he has 11.
TP, since
He-
you're the stat guy, how many games has he played? How many games Dart played total?
I think 13, right?
Bro, we
Nah,
not
we
about to talk
figured
about no
he-
fucking
not
Jackson
the
Dart.
first 3 and then
We
2.
gonna talk about Dart tonight.
Right. So measure that for how
bro,
many
you the only
games
one up
he
here that
played.
I hear that's saying he's better than Dart.
I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you what it
He
is.
played 9 games. He started 9 games. That's how many games.
Nine.
9 games.
Hey, next year the whole shit gonna be
9
totally different.
9 games. And JJ has 8,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but he only got
Okay.
2 wins.
yeah.
Y'all
You see
talking
our
about
defense?
team accomplishments.
man.
You talking about team accomplishments. I'm talking about quarterback play.
Well, let's say this though.
So we moving the
TP.
goalposts.
Yeah, no, because this goes back to TP is our coaching. We got to admit we were talking about the coaching. Our coach Kevin O'Connell. This goes back to why we don't really see him as being the future is because he isn't putting our young quarterback in good situations. He's making him drop back and throw the ball 40 times. That's why you see the turnovers. Now, listen, we ain't trying to take all the blame off JJ McCarthy. He obviously got to play better. But the last 2 weeks, we've seen some promise. I'm going to tell you, if JJ McCarthy can play like he's been playing the last 2 weeks, ain't going to be too many quarterbacks better than him in the next 3 years. I'm going to tell you that right now.
He about to slice y'all asses up.
You better hope he ain't turned that corner because what
But
it
you're
looks
not-
like,
but
it
you're
looks
not-
like he's
you're not
turned the
saying much.
corner.
Yeah, like
No, so when we look at the defenses, right, and versus the offense, I got some stats here too. Shout out to the stats, right? So the Vikings points for they got 200. You guys scored 289 points on offense, and y'all allowed 307 points on defense, right? The New York Giants have scored 300 points on offense, and then we given up 396 points on defense. Our problem ain't Jaxson Dart. Jaxson Dart been cooking this whole year for the most part outside of the Saints game. It's our defense. So when you say y'all JJ gonna carve, you ain't saying much right now. So guess what though? If JJ don't carve nothing up, If
it's a
JJ
problem?
don't get to Carvin, it's going to be a problem. We're going to have to talk about some things too.
All right.
That's
Well,
right.
I'm
I
confident
wanna
he
see- I wanna see
will.
nine.
I'm confident he
Oh, Dash,
will. He gonna go
what's wrong with
crazy.
your defense?
Everything.
Yeah.
Tell me what's good.
What isn't wrong with
Dash,
that
what's wrong with your
shit?
defense? Like, what's the problem?
Well,
Everything.
with the old defensive coordinator, it was defensive alignment and not playing with enough aggressiveness. The new guy, he don't know what he's doing. I thought we thought we were actually saving ourselves, getting rid of the old DC, and the new guy might be worse than the old one. So it's anything that you can think is wrong with the New York Giants on defense. It is what it is. All the names you're talking about, the Dexter Lawrence ain't looking like Dex.
Let's talk about Mr. Carter. Let's talk about Mr. Carter, man. You know
What about him?
I'm ready
What
to get
about
down
him?
that road, man.
What about him? We could talk about him.
Mr. Carter.
We could talk about
Tell me,
him.
where have you been? You know what I'm saying?
He
Hey,
can
you gotta
talk
get
about-
that song, Dash.
Hey, who was your first
moved
round?
up.
Who was your first rounder? That y'all drafted this shit?
Oh, Donovan
Yes,
Jackson. Yeah, no, a baller. You know what I mean? A
Oh,
baller. You know,
line.
guard.
How
Yeah,
how
he's
Dallas
straight.
Turner
He's
doing?
straight.
How Dallas Turner doing? You want to ask me about
He
Carter?
looking
He looked better than Abdul Carter. I'll tell you
He
that.
got more
looking
sacks
good.
than Carter.
He got more sacks. His last week wasn't better
He
than
still
Carter's.
got Pro Bowls ahead of him too, though.
Yeah, he looked better than him. Now, this is the
Not-
thing.
not
My
last
boy
week.
TP,
Not last
my boy TP was going hard for Carter. So, I gotta, I'm curious to hear, a little checkup. Yeah, I mean,
Carter-
All right, so look,
Carter-
let me tell you
Go ahead,
this.
TP. Let him know.
Let me tell you this about Abdul, man. Abdul, clearly when you watch him, and y'all are gonna see, y'all gonna find out. Clearly, you're able to see him to say that, you know what, there's something special about him. Only thing. Look, nah, for real. Look, listen. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna break it down so there's no misunderstandings.
Yeah.
Really, what I believe the biggest problem with Abdul Carter is all mindset. It's all mindset. Because I'm gonna tell you why. He locked in this past week, and we got on him. You know what I mean? We got on him. We played the Commanders. Okay. And then the game that he had was Abdul Carter-ish. Was the Abdul Carter that we expected to see.
What we've been waiting for.
Just rookie issues that we gotta internalize and get over. Just some internal things we gotta get over on this side of things.
The man came off a 1 sack, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery. Another 2 tackles for loss. He finally looked like Abdul Carter. Why? Because he showed up to work for a whole week.
Or is it because he played the Washington Commanders? Which one? Or is it because he played?
Why? Y'all telling me? What? Conley Jr. and who's it? Tunzel on the other side? Like these were guys.
Wait a minute. Y'all can't brag about beating the Commanders and tell me, oh, it was the Commanders though.
I mean, but
y'all
was
bagging
0. We beat them 31-0. You feel me?
We got about the game.
Thank you. And thank you for that.
The reason you ain't play y'all bum asses.
Y'all ain't doing, but y'all not doing that.
Sidebar, real quick. Sidebar. My man said battle of the losers, right? He said battle of the losers. Last time I checked, the Eagles, third 3 games in a row? They lost 3 games in a row, or what? What we talking about? Y'all got y'all own problems.
They one and done.
The Eagles got their problems.
No, I think they won. Man. They won last week, and the Eagles.
They snapped the 3-game losing streak.
Yeah,
yeah.
They
dog against the Raiders.
Yeah, they dog.
Yeah, they beat the Raiders.
Okay.
Yeah, that ain't saying much.
With a backup quarterback.
Yeah, that ain't saying much.
So I'm confident. I'm confident that Abdul Carter's gonna have a good game versus y'all. I feel
confident
about that.
Is y'all gonna win?
I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I don't believe so, but I won't be shocked. I don't believe so.
Yeah, you will. You'll be shocked if y'all win.
Man,
if
no,
y'all
because
win,
it's
you'll be
y'all.
like, golly.
I'm not impressed by y'all. I'm not shocked if we beat y'all. Why would I be shocked if we beat y'all?
We just telling you facts.
But y'all keep talking all this NFC East shit like y'all gonna do to us what y'all did to the Commanders. Nah, y'all not gonna do that.
It might be 30-0 with Dart at the quarterback spot.
We got tickets to the same plane going to Cancun, both of us.
Oh, we
both eliminated.
Cancun on me, baby. You know.
Hey. Listen, I'm gonna have to send out the back signal because we got another skull in the building, purple and gold bars in the building. Purple and gold
What's
bars.
going on, gentlemen?
Hey, Zoe gonna need you. Zoe gonna need you. Zoe gonna need you because I mean he not 1 + 1 ain't equal to 2 right now.
You know what? That happened last year too, remember? And before our game last year, you tried to tell me all this smack.
We didn't know any better.
I told you.
We didn't know any better.
Why we were better. And what happened?
I can't go.
What happened?
I can't go to last year.
TP?
I can't
What
go to
happened,
last
though?
year. I didn't have my
You
quarterback
just-
last year.
It didn't
We didn't
matter,
know
bro.
I didn't
I
have
just
my
want to
little-
remind you because I want to start with that.
no
Because
quarterback
I
No,
last
why?
year.
Also, why you want to start
game,
there?
though.
Why you don't want to
Because I
start
wanna
there and not
remind
when
you
we
that
clipped
this
y'all
is
out the
the same
playoffs?
energy
If you
that
want to
you
go
have.
back,
Hold, wait a minute. All right,
3 years
I want to remind you the
We gonna-
energy
we gonna-
that you
we gonna
had
do this
last
the right
year,
way.
which is the same
Yeah, we
energy
gotta do
that
it the
you
right
have.
way. We gotta get some
Purple and
alignment
gold
here.
bars. Purple
Now,
and good bars. First of all, good evening. How you doing?
good evening,
Good
sir.
night.
Big Dash.
How you
All
doing,
love,
man?
all respect, brother.
Nice to finally meet you in
In with you,
person, right?
TP. I'm just giving you a hard time, my friend. You know,
Of course,
I
of
love
course.
you. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
I've been freaking caping for your team in your chat too. You know what I mean? Because I see the potential you guys got. You guys just are directionless. You know, you
That's
never had a
good-
coach. I told you in the comments last year that you guys need to move on from Dayball.
That's a great
You
word.
got
That's-
all this raw talent, raw power, and you guys can't do anything with it because of the coach. And now maybe next year you guys might be able to do something. But I heard you guys talking about a couple things, and you know, you said
My boy came in hot,
TP.
boy. Hey, Dash, he came in hot. My boy got a
I
list.
want to.
I tend to have that effect on the people.
Hey, hold
I
on,
wanna
purple and
turn
gold
it
bars. Hold
back
on,
to
real quick.
Okay,
Purple and gold
let's
bars.
go.
Let Dash set the room real
sorry,
quick.
Dash.
Man. Let him reset the room.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So clearly something has sparked purple and gold bars to go ahead and join the cast of the crazies tonight. So Mr. Purple and gold bars, man, you have the floor. You have the floor. Please tell us what's on your mind right now. Tell me what you need to correct. What's going on?
Thank you, Mr. Big Dash, sir. Thank you for having me. You know, I like all you guys. You guys are all my brothers in Christ, brothers in football. You know, but
Nice words for the night.
I want to
night
remember.
shows, right?
But you guys, you said something earlier, TP, that made me go, huh? Because you said JJ's got Jettas, JJ's got Addison, JJ's got Hawk. Okay. Now let me ask you: when your kid turns 16 and goes to get his driver's license, you want him to drive or learn how to drive in a supercar, or do you want him to learn in a Corolla?
I want him to learn in the Corolla.
Oh, exactly. Why is that? Because it's easier to learn, right?
Lying, man. He lying.
But
He
I'ma
a
tell you-
Giants fan. He lying.
Right now, you
Well,
guys got a
I-
Corolla, and Jaxson Dart's been doing okay. Let's be real; he's pretty good. I like Jaxson Dart.
Okay, so I'm
So JJ has been struggling because he's trying to learn how to drive a supercar. That's the analogy I'm giving you here. Okay. 2, go back and
Ooh, I
watch
like
all
that.
my videos
I
that
don't know
I've
why
talked
you like
about
that
this team.
bullshit.
I want you to go back
boy
and watch all
cooking.
my videos.
My boy cooking.
Just like I predicted basically last year, I predicted what's going on. I said, yo, I've been training sales employees for almost a decade. And when I get a resilient learner, when I see someone that puts in the hard work that JJ does and is picks up things really quick, do I give them the easy stuff or do I give them the hard stuff so they can learn through adversity? I give him the hard stuff. That's what KOC did. He made him go through progressions, he gave him the full book.
Oh, brother.
And guess what happened? Now, after all that experience, what's he looking like now? In the last 2 weeks, he's looking pretty damn good. And he's about to go into your house and remind you that the only one that's got a Timu quarterback is Timu JJ McCarthy, like you guys have.
So
They don't know
listen.
shit about
So
that.
listen.
Hold on.
Yeah, okay,
I
go
got a
ahead.
paper
Go
check
ahead.
real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Skull Mafia, 1999 super chat says only real New York team plays in Buffalo.
Shout out my skull broski, man.
Ooh.
Talk your shit, boy.
You know what's crazy? I've always had a pretty decent and respectful relationship with Skull Nation. Skull Mafia, Skull. But y'all guys acting different today.
Yeah,
You
they
guys
always
are
act
acting
up.
different
Yeah.
today. But Purple and Gold bars, please continue.
You know, I'll turn it down a notch, but you know what? I'll give you guys some facts here. Okay, we got the better defense, we got
Facts.
the better players, we got the better coaching staff. Just like last year, when I told you these things and you didn't want to believe, it's still true. We're also much more ahead of you guys when it comes to building a sustainable future. You guys keep going one step forward, 2 step back. And until you guys get your next coaching staff that kind of goes in the right direction, you guys are in that kind of lackluster spot. You know,
So I got a question now, right?
Mhm.
So we're moving backwards, right? What when KOC first got there, what was the record?
We won. How many we won that game?
6 or 5.
And then you guys, won 13, and then last year you won how many with Sam?
14.
We won 13 in first year.
Yeah. And then how many games you on pace to win right now?
Probably about 8
between those seasons and this season.
So if we talking about moving backwards, you guys are moving backwards. What are we talking about, fellas? Right now,
really, there's a big difference between going 2 steps backwards like you guys are and then going in a developmental year. Big difference.
It's not a developmental year. It's a getting the right.
Absolutely is.
Because guess what? In all these games that we lost, and again, we lost a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
We're competitive in almost every one of those. We were winning in the fourth quarter in 5 of the games that we lost. You guys seen it. So the whole point is we're not in a developmental stage. We do have the pieces. We just don't have the right person driving the car, to use your analogy. We got a car right now. We don't got nobody driving it, man.
Y'all got a bucket. Y'all got a bucket. I'll give you that, man. You know what I mean?
So listen. First of all, I want to address how terrible that analogy was, because I'm not just gonna let that slide. That shit was ass. So that shit was terrible. So
first of all,
no, if you want a real analogy, I could give you something. I could give you an analogy that fits more of the situation. I can give you a better analogy. See, because the thing is this. If we were racing, I would want a sports car. If that was the objective goal, like, what is the objective goal? So again,
learn to drive. That's the objective goal.
Okay, so look, Jaxson Dart doesn't have to learn how to play quarterback. He's been doing it. That's not my objective. So let me tell you. So listen, I'm gonna tell you. Okay. I'm gonna keep it real simple. My analogies, they 1 + 1 = 2. So you don't even have to think. See, my objective right now is, let's say you going out in the snow and you just trying to stay warm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Jay Jettas, you know what he is? He's your gloves. What? He's your gloves. Keep your hands warm. I would rather step outside in the snow, step outside in the cold, and be prepared for these winters and have my gloves ready. I would rather have that than to go out there and have those, those cafeteria gloves that rip all easily and they really serve zero purpose. Like, that's what I would compare having Darius Slayton to having a Justin Jefferson. So if we're having a conversation about better quarterback play and my quarterback is looking better in all facets, stat-wise, the eye test, everything, and he's going, the eye test that everyone else seems to see but you. If my quarterback is going out there and he's a lot less equipped, he's not gloved up to handle the cold, then I will take it. I will take it. And this is the thing. Don't come up here trying to assess what's wrong with the Giants, because we know what's wrong. All right. Well, how about there's nothing worse, because we've been in there. There's nothing worse than not knowing if your young quarterback is the quarterback of the future. That's where y'all are at. And y'all not gonna come up here and act like that wasn't the talking point with y'all just a couple days ago. I heard y'all. Y'all was, man, what? Y'all was in sorrow. I don't know if JJ is gonna be the answer.
Y'all saw how Jettis looked the last couple of weeks prior to him playing better.
Don't matter.
He was Jettis.
It don't matter.
They got him on the sideline with his head down. They got him walking off the fild with his head down.
What did you say in the interviews? He'd rather get 0 touches and win the game than get 0 touches and lose the game. Hey, he ain't a wide receiver diva. He's changing the mold. He's definitely the right leader that we need.
Your quarterback is Steve. Your quarterback is Troy Aikman Jr., bro.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
All your guy was.
What happens?
He has 1 concussion. 1.
Why you keep on saying 1? I thought he had 8 of them bitches.
Then he had 2.
No,
I thought he had 2. He only had 1?
No,
I thought he had 8 of them bitches.
He been in the tent 5 times. He had 1 concussion. Now if you sneeze on, they're gonna put him in the tent because they trying to protect him. I don't even know.
That's why he got
that
new helmet. He got that new helmet too. They trying to protect that top. See, the next thing coming is the Guardian cap. Yeah, I
Guardian
mean,
cap.
that's the next thing coming. The Guardian, he gonna be the first quarterback with the Guardian cap out there. You know that's
Ain't
coming.
nobody worried
What
about no
happens if next year your new coach and your new staff does not believe in Jaxson Dart and
Didn't-
moves on from him?
It's easy
Well,
for
well,
anybody to believe him.
believing though. That's the
Exactly.
question.
Exactly.
Okay, but hey, Dash and CB, can I ask y'all one? Oh, I want to ask y'all a real question though. I'm not being funny. I just want to know, with that first overall draft pick, will y'all draft for quarterback or not?
Absolutely not. You
It's
trade
all
back
up
to
to
draft
your
cap.
coach. It's all
You
up to
trade
your coach. If he believes in
That's all-
Jaxson Dart, he won't. But if he does,
That's all.
Oh,
That's all.
oh,
Doesn't
oh,
know.
probably a
We've
quarterback.
seen the same thing happen last year with the last coaching cycle. The New England Patriots with Drake May. Was Drake May lighting the league on fire last year? No, he wasn't, right? No, he wasn't. And guess what? New coach came in there and kept him. Caleb Williams with the Bears. He wasn't lighting it up last year either. A lot of people thought that Jaden Daniels was going to be what was better than Caleb Williams. Guess what? New coach came in, kept the quarterback.
Are
Heard
those
about-
two quarterbacks lottery picks? Like, or is Jaxson Dart a lottery pick? I don't remember. When did he go?
He's
Like,
still a first round. He's a first round.
Man,
We traded up.
late first round, right?
Yeah.
He's a first round.
Yeah. That's the big
Let's-
difference why a coach would want to have a lottery pick as their quarterback to mold.
But you see in the
Guy
class,
Consistently, potentially getting concussions because of the way he decides to run. Do you guys want to have RG3? Do you guys want to have, if Lamar Jackson didn't learn how to freaking dive or slide or run out?
So let's talk
man.
about this. Let's talk about this injury situation, because I know that's the
They
talking
hard-headed,
point.
man.
That's the talking point when it comes to Jaxson Dart. And if I was
that's
y'all,
no
I would weaponize that whole talking point too, because y'all can't talk about the play on the field. So let's address it.
How'd
This
you
is the
guys
thing.
do against the
So
Commanders last week?
let me see this.
How'd you guys do against the Commanders last week?
Can I
260,
let me-
two
let me
They
touchdowns.
won.
In a
Yeah.
loss?
In the loss, he threw for 260 and 2
What
touchdowns
did
in the loss.
JJ do against the Commanders?
Let me
Oh, y'all
answer.
lost?
Hold on. Let me
31.
let me-
Put up 31.
I thought y'all won.
No, we didn't beat the Commanders, man.
If y'all
Oh,
can't beat
wow.
the Commanders, how do you guys expect to beat us?
Nobody
We
said
ain't
nothing.
hoping on them.
No,
I don't
see,
think they
that's what
have
I'm
them
saying.
beating us. They don't have
Listen.
That's what-
Y'all doing all this talking, y'all ain't doing no listening. Nobody once said that we was gonna beat y'all. That's what I'm
Oh.
saying. In order to be
I
a
didn't
good
get
talker, you
that.
got to
I
be a
was
good
driving
listener.
and- I
So
was
listen to
driving
this.
in that.
Listen
I
to
like
this.
that.
Listen to this. This is what I'm saying. This is the thing that we look at, man, when we're talking about these injuries and we're talking about Jaxson Dart. The thing is this. We're not going to sit here and act like having a rookie quarterback, he's going to have all the answers and he's just going to be lights out, 100% ready to go, whatever this and that. We believe, and I'm not going to say we believe. We hope that Jaxson Dart is going to take from this and learn from this and understand the importance of knowing when to hold them and when to fold them, because best believe his legs is a weapon and defenses really have a hard time dealing with that. So it's not as much as to, us being just worried about the whole injury thing. This is all a learning curve. Once he puts it together, the future is what we're looking forward to. The future is what we're going to say, oh, yeah, it's a wrap for y'all, because now y'all want to know how to deal with it. See, I'd rather have that issue than the Timu Jaxson Dart over there, y'all calling 9, who don't even deserve a nickname. I'd rather have that issue than to worry about if he's even suitable to be a quarterback in this league. Y'all don't even know if he's your franchise guy. And the funny thing is,
I think we know that.
You do know that.
Yeah, but see, listen, I hear y'all, but when I didn't hear that a couple of days ago when I was listening to y'all stream. So y'all can say all of this big bad shit now.
Go watch my videos.
But-
Go look
but-
at my channel. Every week I put out a video saying, settle
look-
down. You guys don't know what you're talking about with JJ McCarthy. I basically predicted everything that was going to happen with this kid.
So he's looking every bit like a rookie. That's not a rookie.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, but he missed a whole year though, bro.
I don't give a. Oh, so who's injury prone?
Do you know the difference between Jaxson Dart and JJ McCarthy?
Hard.
One is
We go back-
one is
we
at the
go
top
back
of
and
his
look-
class, and one is not.
One was one guy
oh.
was a developmental quarterback, right? JJ McCarthy, and your guy was already ready to take the field.
You know
So
he
who's
was.
gonna look better?
Y'all the one that
Who's
took
gonna
him in
look
the top
better?
10.
Who
Yeah.
the top of the class though?
Do you guys don't read your own draft profiles?
What are you saying? Because
Coming
he didn't start
into
off
the
the
league,
season. He didn't start off the
Dart
season and hit
was-
the ground running. You know that, right?
Because he was predicted to be more pro ready than a lot of quarterbacks in the league. What was
Dart-
JJ McCarthy?
That
He was
motherfucker
developmental.
was not pro ready.
It means
That's
he
not
needed to
even
develop
true.
a whole bunch of skills to be able to become what he's becoming now. There's the difference.
Why we didn't start him? Why we didn't start Dart then?
Because he
Because
wasn't
you guys
ready.
had Dable, and you guys traded for Russ, so you guys had to toe the line.
Because the plan was for him to be the developmental guy. Isn't that not the same?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. They wanted to sit him so he can develop. The whole thing about Jaxson Dart coming out of college with Ole Miss, they talked about that Ole Miss offense and how it was quarterback friendly and how they ran the routes, so the route concepts for the wide receivers. When it came to JJ McCarthy coming out of Michigan, his thing was he didn't have that many starts, and also Michigan ran the ball heavy. The one thing I liked about JJ McCarthy is that the times he did need to throw the ball at Michigan, he made plays. I've seen the zip. So he is a playmaker. Nobody is calling JJ McCarthy trash. JJ McCarthy is just not better than Jaxson Dart. There's nothing that he can do. He can't even dance better than Jaxson Dart. So what do we?
That's a
But
fact.
Dad,
We'll
but
definitely
Dad,
find out tomorrow.
Hold
I want to
on.
know, like,
Who got the?
why do you really feel like that when Jaxson Dart?
Because I got two eyes and I can see. That's how I know Jaxson.
Yeah, but
Also,
I
I got two ears, so I can hear, and I hear what people say about JJ McCarthy. So what
I
we talking
feel you.
about?
I
So
feel you.
one of our-
But
one of our-
Dad,
Hold on, wait a minute. The only people that think that JJ McCarthy is better than Jaxson Dart are Viking fans. You're not
Only
finding
people.
nobody else around the league saying that JJ McCarthy is better than Jaxson Dart. Nobody. And if you find
Bro.
somebody on the show, I want to see it. Quote tweet it. Who is saying if you're not scoring, who is saying that JJ McCarthy is better than Jaxson Dart?
Not a
Nobody.
damn soul. Not a damn
all
soul.
I'm saying, hey, listen. All I'm telling you all of this. When Dart came out, he wasn't that good, and he ran reckless, and it translates in the NFL. JJ McCarthy, big knock in KOC. I said this since day one. I don't think KOC know how to develop a rookie quarterback. That's why JJ looked the way he looked it. Not look at JJ the past two games when KOC changed the playbook. He looked like a totally different quarterback.
Why did
It's
he change
not
the
the
playbook?
quarterback.
Why did he change the playbook though? Because it wasn't
Because
working
his
what he did
playbook-
with JJ McCarthy, right? Because last year that offense was working.
That's
Sam
fair to
Darnold.
say.
But
Yeah, no, that's
Sam
fair to say.
but Dad,
And guess what? And Sam
but Dad,
Darnold was trash before KOC got his hands on him. He got KOC.
No,
I mean, he got
that's
Darnold paid.
that's cap.
What we talking
That's
about?
cap. Sam Darnold was trash before Kyle Shanahan got his hands on him. Before Kyle Shanahan. But all I'm telling you is this, though, Dash. You want a rookie quarterback to run the playbook like a 6 or 7 year veteran quarterback in the NFL, and the NFL don't work like that. The NFL don't work like that.
You tell whatever your offense was, because again, I haven't watched. I watched maybe two or three games for you guys this season, just casually, just watching. No, all 22, nothing like that. You
Right.
telling me that the only reason why he changed the offense because he's a not a real rookie, but the only reason why the offense changed is because he didn't believe that JJ McCarthy can handle the playbook as is.
I told you.
They
Yeah.
told you that.
I told you why.
But I'm
Listen,
telling you this, though, Dash. What I'm telling you this, though. I'm going to tell you what God love, bro. I'm a football fan first.
Mhm.
And I'm a JJ McCarthy fan. I'm a Vikings fan at heart. But what I'm telling you is, though, if you don't run the football, you are doing disservice to your rookie quarterback. No matter what system he is in the NFL. If you don't run the football, you are hurting your running your
Yeah, but you said it about
young
you said it
quarterback.
about a veteran quarterback.
we
Huh?
ran the ball the most against the Packers, and how did that work out, Zoe?
You
It's
said
not
what?
about that. We ran the
It
out of
is
every
about
game this season. We ran the most against the Packers, and how'd that turn out? The reason why JJ McCarthy was like that the beginning because KOC wanted him to develop the skills that he'd never had to develop in college. He's a resilient learner. He is the first one on the field. He's the first one in the facility every single day, and he does more homework than anybody else. Okay, so when you have a prospect or an employee, someone like that, you give them the things that are going to be the hardest to learn because they're going to rise to the occasion. Because JJ McCarthy has the ability to put the cape on. And guess what? When you have a timing-based system, a read-based system, guess what you want him to practice? pre-snap reads, post-snap reads, progression, right? And what was all he was forced to do at the beginning? All those things. Because
But he
that
had a
develops the
But
experience.
what I'll say, Purple and Go Bars, is I get what you're saying, but it cost us though. It obviously
Of course,
didn't.
but
It obviously
let's
didn't
be
work
real.
out.
I said that the best case scenario this season is if we squeaked into the playoffs and we got JJ a little bit of playoff experience for him to go. It was more important to develop for the future than to try to go for anything more, because it would have set us up for failure. If you go and you take a kid like that, that's got the ceiling that he has, and you make him become a game manager, you cap his ceiling. You make it more likely for him to just be a game manager than to actually reach his potential. You put all the things that he has never had to learn on his plate and force him to learn through adversity and through mistakes, because that's how he learns. He's not a natural. He's not a savant. He's nothing like that. He's an advanced beginner. And so what happened after he got all that experience, having to read and everything, now they go, okay, let's dial it down a bit. We've gone through that phase, and we're gonna move you on to a next phase, and let's try to get more development, and let's see what you can do with less.
Yeah,
and
I'll say this, Dash and TP real quick.
Hold on.
Is I
let me take
D-Woods, hold on, D-Woods, hold on. D-Woods, hold on a second. Now,
because
hold on, rap.
Because
Do you give up the floor for D Woods right now? You gonna let him cook? Yeah, no,
let me go rap.
He stepped all over your feet. Go ahead, D Woods. He done made it in the house. Go ahead.
Let's just be honest here. And y'all know how I roll. We don't fucking sugarcoat shit. The reason why Kevin O'Connell changed his fucking play calling was because his fucking job is on the line. So we can talk all this motherfucking cute shit about development this, development that. The motherfucking offense looked bad. Kevin O'Connell is an offense motherfucking coach. And the offense was the worst offense in the history of the fucking NFL at the fucking time. So he had to fucking change the shit.
D-Woods, how could his job be on the line when it was reported before he made the switch he wasn't going to get fired?
Hey, TP and Dash, this shit crazy.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Let's not lie about this shit, bro.
What are you talking about?
Let's not lie about it. This whole fucking...
You're the one lying.
I'm not lying,
there's no way he could have lost out the rest of the season.
Hey, Rap, I love this. Rap, I love
this. What are you talking about?
My bad, Dash, man.
You know, we were the ones that were going to be fighting the Vikings. I didn't know the Vikings were going to be fighting the Vikings.
The thing with D-Woods is that he's just jaded because he started to believe, and then he freaking couldn't handle the pressure.
This how we gonna do it. This how we gonna do it.
Hold on, Purple and Gold. Let Dash hold
on.
The fact of the matter is,
hey, D Woods,
hold on,
D Woods. I need you to take a deep breath, right? Because I understand what you're saying. It's not coming across though. It's not coming across. So I want you to get it out clearly, and then Purple and Gold you can rebuttal. But let this man get it.
This is one thing.
Go ahead, man.
We got to be honest about the situation. The offense was not working. Whatever Kevin O'Connell was trying to do in the offseason and his coaching staff was not working. It was not being receptive. This offense was looking trash. The only reason why Kevin O'Connell changed the offense was because he basically got called in the office and they told him what the hell is going on. I don't care what you got to do, but you got to change this shit to look better. So the thing about the Vikings is they don't like getting embarrassed. When they get embarrassed against the Packers, that was like one of the last straws for management, bro. And you have to be honest with that. You can sit there and say Kevin O'Connell gave him the playbook and then it was the hardest part. Now he's looking good. No, he had to tailor the offense to JJ McCarthy's strengths. He didn't do that from the jump. And that was a problem. Why would it take 14 weeks to change the offense to a player's strength? Like, it's ridiculous. That's why he changed it. He didn't change it because all of a sudden McCarthy figured it out. That's not real, bro. Let's just be honest about the situation.
All right, D was rebuttal. Let's get the rebuttal now. Give me
let's be honest then. It's already been reported that regardless of what happened, KOC was not on the hot seat. He wasn't going to get fired. So there goes. That's the number one thing. You're completely wrong there. Two, let's not forget that the coaching staff spent an entire offseason coming up with a plan for how they were going to develop JJ all season. And then in week 2, every single one of our O-line got injured. he's had to KOC has basically had to figure it out as he goes, and that's why he's had to go the way that he has. So let's be real about that. But all that doesn't make sense.
So let me tell you how it makes sense, though, right? This is how I look at it.
He's not in the.
Let me tell you how it makes sense, though. Let me tell you how it makes sense, though, right? No, we not. This shit ain't fucking sunshine and rainbows, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, everything's okay. It's not okay. Offense fucking look bad.
If you have it's only not okay if you had delusional expectations going into this season.
What delusional expectations?
You expected a playoff run or something better than what's going on. I said since the beginning of the season, in preseason, I said, guys, we're going to get flashes and a ton of growing pains.
That's
nothing
progress,
else. It's going to be a roller coaster.
You had a good season last year. I wasn't saying they was going to win 14 games again last year. Thing was, I don't care if they slipped into the playoffs 9-7 or whatever. As long as they won a playoff game, they was going to show progress in the right direction because Kevin O'Connell does not have a playoff win. I'm not okay with going to the playoffs every other season. That means you taking advantage of we schedule every other year. That's the only time you make the playoffs. We went through that with Mike Zimmer. Why should we want to do that shit all over again?
But wait a minute. Just take a break, real quick. Hey Zo, correct me if I'm wrong. Zo, the way you're thinking right now is these are conversations you have amongst family behind closed doors. You don't do this out in public against each other. You don't say no argument.
We getting embarrassed on the panel, man. We got the giant.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling like
boy, this
let's do this when I go live tomorrow night, man. Not tonight, y'all. You do this tomorrow night, not right now.
I want to tune in. Who having this for man? I'm tuning in for this. I want to see the rest of this conversation because this is good, man. I love it. But
I do want to say this.
Just the honest person, bro.
The I'm unreal with you, D Woods. How can you, in one hand, have a rookie quarterback where the majority, not outliers, because I guess you expected an outlier, and they struggle. And then you have a team that's coming off a 14-win season with a 14-win schedule. And you think that all of a sudden we're just going to be as good and make it to the playoffs?
So listen.
Makes zero sense.
So listen, Perk.
They're not just saying a 14-win schedule. So that basically means that you're playing against the second, the first.
And do you think it's going to be harder or easier for
so fellas, listen.
Right. Go
so
ahead,
listen, so I'm gonna say this, just basing off what I'm hearing from y'all, as it pertains to our game on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Let's bring it back.
If y'all do not run the ball, it is a huge problem. A huge problem.
You should be able to run the ball.
Like I really the reason on why I believe like we're not going to win this game is because. When I say we are terrible at stopping the run, I mean, it gets bad over here. And there is no reason as to why Aaron Jones, he's healthy, right? So there's no reason as to why y'all don't utilize him and keep it real simple for y'all offensively. And if that is not the case, I'm telling y'all, the Viking fans, there should be a big concern. There should be a big concern.
Yeah, if anything, you should be able to run the ball. That's one thing. We can't stop anybody from running the ball, no matter who we put down there too. And it's a damn shame because we thought we had some things fixed on the defensive line. We got some players in here we thought, and then like I said, Dexter Lawrence has not been healthy this entire year. He came in out of shape. And for me, it's just like to your point, TP. Your game plan should fall right into the hands of what JJ McCarthy's strengths are. Being able to run the ball and operate off of the run. I don't know how much play action y'all run, though. Is he under the center a lot?
He gets under there. We do it enough.
He did a little bit of everything.
He had Jim Harbaugh. Yeah, he had Jim Harbaugh. They played a pro-style offense in college. So, to your point, though, purple and gold bars, man, when I think and it's like 20 minutes ago I tried to say this, man. You guys was going at it. I think you're underestimating JJ McCarthy a little bit because you're saying you try. Yeah,
boy, I got the mean mark on his face. He's sick of this shit.
Man, I'm out of here, man. The way The look he got, I'm out of here.
Hit him with the side eye, right? Hit him with the side eye the whole time. But no, I think you're. To you, I'm going to ask you. Do you don't feel like you're kind of underestimating JJ McCarthy? Because even I believe that he's not that green. I think he's better than that, and I think he came out of college better than that for this particular style of offense. Because again, if you do have that strong running game, better for JJ McCarthy, but also that's better for almost any quarterback is to have a solid running game, play off of that. But do you feel like you're underestimating JJ a little bit, a tad bit?
The entire time from preseason till now, no matter how bad it's looked, I've been saying he's a franchise quarterback.
Okay.
He's got the ability. He has what Sam Darnold doesn't have,
Yes, he
Jared
is.
Goff doesn't have, Daniel Jones doesn't have, Jaxson Dart doesn't have. He's got the ability to put the cape on, okay? And
Hey,
you know
Zoe,
what?
be quiet,
Beginning
a
of
little
every
bit.
Superman movie, when he gets the suit, what happens? He struggles with his Superman vision. He struggles trying to learn how to fly, and he makes mistakes. But what happens after he learns from those mistakes? He becomes Superman because he's willing to put the cape on and willing to be the hero. Why do you think that our freaking offense says stuff like, man, when JJ McCarthy said that in the huddle, everything changed. They believe at any given time this kid
right?
will
You saw it.
win the game for them, will make a big play because he's got that ability. That's who he is. He is a future franchise quarterback. I've been saying this the entire time. Go watch my videos. I put it out clear and concise every single time. I've been trying to get people to see see past their freaking reactionary takes, see past their emotions, because when you spend the better part of a decade training people, you see things like people that I would have gambled thousands of dollars that, oh, this guy ain't going to do it. And then all of a sudden they're the guys that have been there longer than the people that I thought were going to be the best sales staff that I've ever had.
So I want to apologize.
Development isn't linear, and there's a lot of things that have to go depending on the quarterback that you have. Yeah, with Jaxson Dart, you do have to dumb it down and keep it easy. Make sure you go the game manager route and then elevate him as he goes, because that's what you have to do with him.
Stop talking about my quarterback, man. Stop talking about my quarterback.
Yeah. Now,
Hey,
hold on. D-Woods.
Okay,
Perfectly go respectfully. First off, I thought you were underestimating JJ McCarthy. Now I realize that you're absolutely overestimating JJ McCarthy because a cape. Now you're comparing him to Superman, right?
Yeah.
I think he's more Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's what I think he is. You got the good and you got the bad. That's what he is. And he got an alter ego. When it comes to Jaxson Dart, the New York Giants have not scored this many points in years. And if our defense can just hold the team to 22 points a game, the New York Giants will have a winning record this year. So the hope of Jaxson Dart is every bit better than JJ McCarthy, and he's only proved it in the same amount of time. There's nobody talking about JJ McCarthy the way that you're talking about JJ McCarthy.
In the same amount of
Dash,
time.
can I go real quick?
You got 2 wins out of him, and he's got 4.
You're talking
He's
about
also
team
got-
accomplishment,
He's also
bro.
made history 3 times.
Again, winning is not a quarterback stat, right? Is it or is it not?
It's not.
It's not.
Thank you.
So the only thing I can go to next is we already said that Jaxson Dart has played one more game than JJ McCarthy this year, 8 versus 9, and I'm looking at the stats here. Jaxson Dart, 1,800 yards passing, 13 touchdowns in the air, 4 interceptions, and another 5 touchdowns on the ground. JJ McCarthy, 1,300 yards passing, 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. I don't know how many rushing touchdowns he had. I know he did one because I saw him do the gritty last week. You can't, again, you're saying you're saying that you think that JJ McCarthy can be better. Now, when it's all said and done, it could happen. But I'm saying right now, today, what is it? December 17, 2025, JJ McCarthy's not better than Jaxson Dart. And that's the only shining light I got right now. And that's the only argument I got right now in this whole conversation, because I do believe that you guys, especially with your defense and especially with my defense looking as bad as it is, I think you guys win this game. it's a win for me anyway if I win or if I lose because I get to keep the first overall pick. But don't get too carried away with this JJ McCarthy. He is not Superman.
See,
I agree. And you know what, Dash? I'm a diehard JJ fan. I'm a diehard JJ fan, but I
don't go by what I've seen this year. I go by the research that I've made from what I've seen him do at college and in high school. You know that when
respectfully, that shit don't even matter. I'm talking about the league.
He decided not to stay with his team, and he went to IMG. At IMG, I saw him make every single throw in the book.
IMG was an academy, bro.
Yeah, nobody give a damn about no IMG, man. We talk about the league. What purple gold, man? Yo, cut the shit.
Yeah. What division do they play in with only 5-star recruits?
It's like college
the best division in high school football.
I think purple and gold. I think what needs to be more talked about, in my opinion, is what we're seeing this year in 2020. You're like, I'm a diehard JJ McCarthy fan, but the reality, I feel like, has to be the reality tonight, man. And it's one thing to project and say, well, in 2027, based off of what I'm seeing, he's going to be the MVP of the league. But like, if we're comparing Jaxson Dart to JJ, I got to give it to my dog, man. Jaxson Dart looked better than JJ McCarthy this year.
Yeah, as of right now.
That's what I'm saying, right
I don't think he's going to be better, but he looks better.
All y'all had to do was say this from the beginning, and we could have scrapped a lot of this.
But look, only reason I would say it because of the fucking play calling. That's the only reason.
Regardless of your reason, regardless of the reason, I'm just saying, regardless of the reason.
I agree with you, but I would say yes to Dart, but on JJ's behalf, it was Kelsey dumbass play calling.
I can buy
it's not. It's not hard to say that. First of all, I think both of these guys got promising careers, right? Both of them got promising careers. The argument became an argument because we talked about right now today, and there's just no real facts. Right. That say
Monday, you'll realize that you were wrong, and you'll be like, "Damn, they got the better quarterback. We do got JJ McCarthy."
Go ahead, D-Woods. Go ahead, D-Woods. Go ahead, D-Woods.
I've been trying to be I just came in hot.
I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing.
Look, I'm the truth teller, right? So, as I agree, as of right now, the comparison, Jaxson Dart is better, right? We can go on projections or whatever. That is what it is. But my whole thing about the situation is like when we're talking about like team based wise, like I always try to measure like accomplishments and trying to like keep going forward. As a Viking fan, this year was a step back for me. Like I talk to Zoe a lot all the time. And I always tell him like, yo, I don't really care how they make the playoffs. As long as they made the playoffs again and we won a playoff game, that was progression in the right direction. Now, I'm not finna get on here and lie and be like, just because we have a young quarterback, that's not what we should have did. When we saw other quarterbacks that came to the league and actually get to NFC title games, CJ Stroud has been to the playoffs every year. He's been in the NFL. So has Bo Nix. So looking at that, it makes me wonder, like, how come we can't do that? And that's why, like, I get so passionate when I come on these panels because it's like, bro, like, I'm not finna sit up here and talk about, oh yeah, he's gonna be doing this, whatever. We need to be doing this shit now. Like the NFL is a win now league. If you can't fucking win, you fucking out of here. And right now, my franchise, love my franchise. This was a down year for us. And like as a Viking fan, we gotta admit that. And that's why changes have to be made for next season. So we can't sit up here and be like IMG and all this other shit because that shit don't fucking matter. What the hell we gonna do next season on Sunday to make this team fucking look better? And that's what fucking counts, bro. Like,
and I think what happened was KOC changed the play calling. I know purple and gold bars. I know you say, it was part of the process, but I kind of don't agree with that. I don't think he would want to put especially after seeing all the turnovers back to back. Why would your coach why would you want to keep putting your young quarterback through that? I think he finally realized that, okay, I have to dial this back a little bit. He trusted JJ McCarthy a little too much. And I think that was the issue. What we're seeing the past couple weeks is the JJ McCarthy we should have saw at the beginning, and we would have been a playoff team at this point.
Exactly.
If we would have did that.
Let me ask y'all this.
I'm so pissed about that because it's like, why would it come down to just that? Because we should be a playoff season.
Let me. I gotta
let each other talk.
Go ahead, TP.
Hey,
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, go ahead, TP.
Yeah, I wanted to ask y'all this, as because we kind of mentioned this, but I want to get a clear understanding on how everybody thinks. As far as who has taken the further step back, right? Now, granted, of course, last year, unfortunately, we weren't good last year. We was ass last year, and we got some things going for us, but we still, ass this year. Versus y'all, where there was a lot of promise last year to where y'all are at now. I mean, how do y'all see when you look at and you compare us to each other? Who do you think has taken the furthest step back?
I think we have, and why I say we have is because even though McCarthy, this is his first year playing, it kind of showed like when McCarthy actually got the chance to start that they really didn't do too much in the offseason. That the mechanics shouldn't have been too much of an issue, and it feels like, to me, in my opinion, they just really kind of like tried to like make things up and taper things up because he wasn't playing up to snuff. And that's a big step back, bro, because he was already in your building. It's different when you get a quarterback that's drafted and then he come out there and play. He was here last year. Why he shouldn't look like this, bro? Like, I don't see why we can't just be like taper over that shit. It's bad.
What we gonna say, Zoe? I know Zoe wanted to say something too.
No, I ain't really want to say shit for real.
No, I thought you jumped. You got any response to that, Purple and Gold?
He wasn't in the building last year. He had an operation. He didn't make it to the building till like week 15 or something.
But he was cleared for play. He was cleared by doctors in December. So that lets you know.
That's when, that was like week 15.
All right, man. Like,
he wasn't there the entire year, bro.
But he got cleared.
He got cleared. How can you think that we're going to win a playoff game with a rookie quarterback?
It's a lot of rookie quarterbacks.
I mean, it happens all the time, though. Why?
DJ Stroud.
My question, Purple and Gold Bars, is why shouldn't we have thought we could have won a playoff game with
exactly a developmental quarterback? He wasn't
freaking
like Caleb Williams. He wasn't freaking Jaden Daniels. He wasn't pro ready. He needed to learn about those things.
He was pro ready.
He was probably one of the most pro ready. He ran a pro style offense.
He was one of the only quarterbacks that ran a pro style offense.
He didn't have to win the games through his arm. That's what I mean.
But he shouldn't have had to do it here neither.
Every day in practice.
He needs to learn that if he's going to reach his ceiling.
They built a team for the running game in the offseason. They went and got a new interior offensive line, center, and two guards.
Week 2?
They re-signed Aaron Jones, and they got Jordan Mason to be the short yardage running back, right?
And what happened in week 2?
I'll admit that. And then you re-sign Josh Oliver, who's one of the best blocking tight ends in the game.
And what happened in week 2?
Kevin O'Connell was not running the ball.
Somebody got hurt in week 2. Somebody answer that, man, please.
Week 2.
Somebody got hurt in week 2.
Every single starter of our O-line was injured.
Our O-line went down, Our O-line was bad.
And at that point in time,
what was your honest? You want to be real. You can't just gloss over that like that. That isn't something that's going to destroy any team.
I say football has injuries.
Who y'all play week 2?
But also Purple and Gold Bars. You're saying you were projecting us that injury happened in week 2.
What is happening this year is exactly what I predicted.
We ran the ball 13 times.
You're saying week 2, but the truth is, you're saying that we shouldn't have thought we would have been able to make a playoff run from the beginning, right? Like going into the season.
So y'all all agree with D Woods? Y'all all agree with D Woods that y'all took the further step back?
Yeah. Yeah,
we took a step forward actually because we went from doing the same old thing where we bring old freaking quarterbacks to freaking reclamation projects and try to freaking figure it out with that instead of committing to a rebuild, which we had spent the last 3 or 4 years preparing for. And then we drafted a rookie quarterback to do that, and he got injured.
So we was the second team that spent the most money in the offseason.
Wait a minute.
We spend the most money in the offseason outside of New England. What are you talking about?
We have the most expensive team.
Why would you embrace a rebuild when you were successful in the past? That's my first question. And then also
because we've been wanting a rookie quarterback to develop for
but that don't mean it's rebuild though.
But also if it was like what you're saying, they would have not moved on either one of those veteran quarterbacks. They would have kept one in the building.
Exactly.
They would have kept one. So they pushed the chips in the center of the table with JJ McCarthy because they believed that you guys were going to win with JJ McCarthy. So now that y'all didn't have success.
That doesn't mean that he was going to win.
Go back.
No, it don't work that way.
They believed that he would develop and be a really good quarterback. And this year, that's exactly what he's done.
So what you're saying is that they treat it doesn't make sense, because that means they would treat this year like it was a throwaway year, and they're not doing that.
Ain't no throwaway years in the NFL.
And if it was a throwaway year, they wouldn't make changes to the offense and changes like this. They're trying to.
They wouldn't have spent the most money in free agency.
So look. I'm gonna say this. Purple and gold bars. Purple and gold.
JJ the most protection so he could develop.
So you can win. So you can win. That's why you don't go into free agency for development. You spend money to win. The draft is for developing players.
You develop on the way.
So look, purple and gold bars.
So maybe
I'm gonna say this. Oh, hold on. Listen, man. Listen. If you wanna vent on your Viking sorrows, do that shit on your own time. All right, I'm here to talk about Giant and Viking shit. Yeah. And I had enough of this. You can because listen, because I wanna compare our teams, and I wanna really speak to our comparisons and how we see it, especially because we come from different perspectives. So again, I'm gonna say this. I don't even want y'all to overreact on this, because, again, I don't see us winning this game. Let me make that clear. In a world that we do win, right, I see it happening by us simply somehow in some way stepping up defensively, y'all choosing not to run the ball, and then we play to our strengths, and our defensive line is going to be able to get to JJ and cause turnovers that we did like last game, gain momentum, and then Jaxson Dart, I don't believe, will have an off game that I feel like he had last game. He still gave us chances to win at times, but I would say versus Washington last week, it was an off game for him. I don't see it being the same this week. So in a way that I would see us to possibly win this game would just be finally us finding a way to connect the dots, and we'll see more of a finished product. Now, that's a lot easier said than done, right? I would like to know, how do y'all see, because y'all don't believe that y'all run the ball often, how do y'all see this game going, versus?
Purple and gold bars, how about you?
Well, it's going to be like most rookie quarterbacks when they face Brian Flores' defense. It's going to be a lot of confusion, and that defense is going to run havoc on that offense. And it's going to be a rough start to the game for you guys. And with our offense, even though it's not fully online yet, and I don't expect it to become online till next year, I haven't said that JJ is going to now be the best quarterback in the league. I even said that he's going to be making mistakes still. There is growing pain still to come this year, because he needs those to happen for him to be ready to take a year 2 step next year. Now, with Brian Flores' defense being one of the best in the league, they're going to put all that pressure on you guys, and that's going to give us extra drives throughout the entire first part of the game. And as a result, when you get more chances at the well than you do, we're just going to end up putting more points up. And it's just going to be one of those things where we're just going to be a much better defensive team, and that's what's going to win us the game, because Brian Flores is going to run amok on your quarterback. And then JJ is going to do just enough. He's going to make mistakes. I know he's going to make mistakes, but the thing with him is that he doesn't care if he throws 3 interceptions. He'll still throw the deep ball. He'll still try to throw the big game play to make the win, because he's got that delusional confidence.
Why y'all would be able to accomplish that in teams like the Broncos, Chargers, those teams haven't necessarily been able to make Dart look like that. So why will y'all be able to?
You're talking about standard like those guys play like normal, hustle first, basically traditional style defenses with really talented players. Spags, B-Flow, they don't go by the norm. He's got a unique vision of the way that he plays defense. That's something that your quarterback has not seen yet. And just like who put CJ Stroud into his second-year slump? Brian Flores. When they came into our house thinking that he was going to be so good, He
They
got
still went to the
destroyed
playoff and won the
until they
playoff
pulled
game.
him, and then he's literally struggled up until like the last 2 games, and he's now starting to come out of that.
Nah,
To
bro.
TP's point, man, the TP's point is very simple. No, I don't have a worry in the world of being able to score points. Because the one thing the New York Giants were going to do, they're going to go into 12 and 13 personnel to try to stop your edge rushers from getting home. One thing about Brian Flores, he's similar to Wink in this way, is organized chaos.
Mm-hmm.
He looks for the matchup to find the free runner. It's not anything that nobody has ever seen before. I love Brian Flores, but he's not reinventing the wheel over there. He gets the best out of his players, but we know exactly what. Well, we don't know when he's going to do it, but we know exactly. There's nothing that surprises you with Brian Flores. It might surprise you on the down, but it's something that we've seen before. Jaxson Dart has not had an issue with scoring points. I don't think scoring points is going to be an issue in this game at all. My issue is this: can my defense keep your offense off the board? That's the only problem I have. And if this game becomes one of those low-scoring games, I think that's the better chance of us winning if it's a low-scoring game. But if it's a high-scoring game, that means my defense is on the field too long. They're getting tired, and we see what this defense does when they get cooked. They don't even have to be tired to get cooked. Secondary's trash, the second level's trash, and we can't stop the run. So at the end of the day, if you guys don't do your job, the Giants are going to beat you. The Giants can beat you. And trust me, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I want to win. I want to win every game.
Tell your people the truth,
you know who hasn't seen it?
I want to win every game. I understand the bigger picture. I want to win every game. And guess what? The way, not even everybody, the way Purple and Gold been talking, I can't wait to cook y'all. I can't wait to cook. I don't know how it's going to happen.
Sunday night when you're doing your post game, you're going to be apologizing and be like,
Sunday afternoon.
We do have JJ McCarthy. I can't believe it. He was right.
About JJ McCarthy?
You know what? The one person that it matters who you say, oh, we've seen it before. You know, guess what? Jaxson Dart hasn't seen it on the field before. And when that pressure and all that pre-snap read and all that confusion's in his face, what's he going to do?
When they told us the same thing every time we played somebody with a top 5 defense, when it was the Chargers, the games that we won and the games that we lost, when it was the Chargers, when it was the Eagles, when it was the Broncos, when it was Spags in the Kansas City, they told us every time that he gonna have, and he scored, and he hasn't had an issue scoring points. That's not the problem. And then also you talk about JJ McCarthy being able to do all these things. Spencer Rattler had a day against the New York Giants defense. So if JJ McCarthy has a day, I wouldn't hang my hat on that. That's not saying much. And that hurts me to say that as a New York Giants fan. But the Minnesota Vikings doing something that they should do, or everybody expects them to do, shouldn't be a talking point in this whole discussion at the end of the day. But we got to get some. We already at almost 2 hours. Yeah. We gonna get some closing thoughts coming in here soon, man. Because we spend a lot of time arguing. Everybody gonna get their chance.
I think we should go around the horn and do some like closing thoughts. And
that's exactly what we're gonna do. And also outside of the thoughts, we're gonna do some predictions too.
Yeah.
So and then you know what, I'm gonna start with my man. Actually, before we do that, Rap, you got anything you want to say before we go around the room?
Nah. I'll wait to the closing thoughts. You know what I mean? We'll let everybody land. You know what I mean? Let everybody land and kind of get off.
No problem. And again, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to everybody watching. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys follow everybody that's on the screen. Thank you for the love and support for sure. Both of these teams, I'm just going to say both of these teams are teams that are eliminated in the NFL. But guess what? Our fan base is crazy enough to be out here watching us scream at each other about two teams that are most likely looking at 2026 rather than looking at what's still going on in 2025. So with that being said, I'm going to start with my man, Zoe. Zoe, let me know your closing thoughts and let me go ahead and get a prediction. And then after that, let the people know where they can find you and what you're going to be up to, man. I know you guys said you got a show tomorrow, something like that. So let everybody know.
I would say against the Giants, I would say the Minnesota Vikings win because somebody in the chat dropped it down. I had to Google it before I even said the shit because people in the chat be lying. Brian Flores is 11-1 versus rookie quarterbacks. And I think KOC is going to get his head out of his ass and run the football and do some easy plays that JJ McCarthy like. And the Vikings beat the Vikings beat the New York Giants 28-17. The Vikings win this game. At least by double digits. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But overall, though, like, I'm not a fan of Jaxson Dart, but I do like the New York Giants defense. I like that. I like that corner y'all got for the New Orleans Saints. I wanted Minnesota pick them up in last free agency. I think named a Paul Adubo or something like that.
Debo posting the Debo.
Yeah,
I like them. I wanted Minnesota to pick them up last year, but y'all end up getting them for whatever reason. But I think the Vikings beat y'all because at the end of the day, man, y'all want that number one pick to look what your quarterback is doing. Y'all might take a quarterback. Y'all might trade down, whatever the case might be. But I think the Vikings win. But y'all can follow me on all social media platforms. In the Zone Sports. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram heavy. Of course, I'm on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. I talk about Viking content, and I talk about whole NFL and college football as a whole for real, though.
I appreciate you, Zoe, man. And again, this is my first time getting to interact with you, man. I appreciate you, man. You have a good night, man. And I'll see you guys after the game somewhere, somehow. We definitely got to get back together after this, bro. But nah, I appreciate you, man.
You bring me up.
No problem. You have a good night. All right, Mr. Purple and Gold, man. You came in here as a disruptor.
That's right.
Came in here, didn't even take your shoes off at the door.
That's all me and Tim. I sent them the link. I'm like, shit, come on, you gotta join the party. I mean, shit.
Just came in, Rick James on the couch, shoes on the couch, kicking dirt all over the place.
Habitual line stepper, boys. That's the way this team has brought me up. Okay.
But I appreciate it, man. It's been fun. Let the people know what you got going on and also where to find you. And then of course, let's get that prediction and your final thoughts.
Absolutely. Well, I came in hot, and that's because last year I was extremely reserved in that pregame live that that Zoe had me on with TP. And I tried to tell y'all, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let it out because I know something you guys don't know. This year, I came a little hot because I feel like it's the right thing to do. You know what I mean? But for TP's fan base, and you have seen me shit dogging anybody that talks trash about your team in your comments. I've been caping for your team all through last year, all through this year, because I've been saying you guys remind me of our team when we were in that Kevin Stefanski and freaking what's his dumbass name, Pat Shermer, whatever era where we were like just all potential, no freaking leadership. And I said, you guys need to get a freaking good coach in there, and I think you guys will turn the corner. And I still believe that. I think you guys got a lot of raw talent. But, go watch my videos if you guys want to. Go watch what I've been saying about JJ this entire time, what I've been saying about this team. This is exactly what I said was going to happen, just like how I predicted last year was going to happen, how I predicted exactly how Sam Darnold would be. So if you guys want, some crystal ball freaking point of view, you know where to come get it, okay? But I love both you guys. I love your channels. I watch. I'm there. Sometimes I'm just lurking and listening. Sometimes nobody says anything that makes me want to jump out and snap at them, but I do like your organization. I do like Jaxson Dart. I do like Cam Scatterbo. To me, he's one of my favorite running backs in the league. The way that your freaking sideline goes crazy when he even just makes a 3-yard run and trucks like 3 guys on the way to 3 yards and you guys go crazy, it elevates you guys. And you guys don't have that anymore. So I think you guys are just so depleted, and it is what it is. Injuries happen, and I think you guys are going to be good. You guys are going to be good. But we still have just too much firepower, too much of a team for you guys to handle, and it's going to be a bit of an easy win for us here. And but that doesn't mean I don't love y'all. I do, and I do love your fan base, and I won't stop, can't stop.
You see the knife slowly coming up though. The knife is coming.
No.
What's the prediction?
What's the prediction, man?
31-21 Vikings.
At least you gave us more points.
Fun. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys put 21 up, but I think we just got way too much for y'all. And you can find me on YouTube, Purple and Gold Bars, just as it's spelled on my name there. And I try to give a different outside of the box perspective. That's why I haven't been reactionary. That's why I didn't talk about Joe Burrow to the Vikings or nothing like that. I give you guys a research-based and outside of the box thinking perspective. That's why I talk the way that I do, and love every single one of you guys.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on. Of course, have a good night, and I can't wait to see the results of Sunday. Have a good one. All right, man. Have a good one. All right, D Woods. Listen.
My guy, D Woods.
Yeah. D Woods came in hot too, man. He came in hot too, Pauls. And then when Purple and Gold got in here, and then he said something. D Woods was going off, but D Woods, man, obviously
ongoing thing. I'm sorry y'all had to see that, but I'm just like I said earlier, this is a step back in the wrong direction for me as a season. And I'm not finna allow nobody to sugarcoat it, because I know what this season shouldn't have been. I know what they told us during these press conferences, that JJ was ready, and y'all didn't do the job in the offseason to make sure he was ready. And I ain't finna allow nobody to get on here, even as a part of my fan base. I was always taught you check your house first. That's how to get down. So, hey, Rap, my bad for cutting you off earlier, man.
Oh, no, you good, bro. I'm chilling, bro. Hey, look, man. Y'all get y'all rocks off, bro.
I had some fun.
Look, as for the game, this is how I look at it. I'm not really into the score prediction situation, because we're not going to the playoffs. Neither one of us are, So I just feel like all I want to see is for McCarthy to basically have another game where he's stacking some wins, even if he throws interceptions. I just want to see him get, just progress a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want another bad game to where he makes a step in the wrong direction. I just want the shit to get better. We already know that there's a couple of defensive pieces that's not going to be playing for the rest of the season. Metellus is gone. Grenard is gone. So I just look at it as for the young development on this roster. I want to see them make a step forward. I want to see Dallas Turner go out there and, make some noise. Even if we lose, that's how I look at it. Even if we lose, my young guys got to go out there and play better. They got to go out there and develop. And that's just what I'm looking at. I'm not one of them fans that's sitting up here the season's lost. No, you can still learn something from this right now. And this is when you make NFL players, when you playing for nothing. So that's how I look at it. It's development with me. It ain't no score prediction here.
No score prediction?
No score prediction, man. I really know it don't matter who win, man. I just need my guys to develop and progress.
Yeah. So, man, I appreciate you for joining, of course, man. And again, shout out to my man, Vocal Vike Rap, man, for getting this whole thing together, man. And listen, I had fun, man, and definitely got to do it again. I don't know if we play next year. I don't think so. I'm not sure. But man, if we do, I know where I'm going. I know who I'm calling, and definitely gonna have you guys back. But man, have a great night, man. And I never say good luck to the opponent. I just say hopefully everybody stays healthy. Everybody finish the game healthy for sure, man. But I appreciate you, man. Have a good night, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Vocal Vike.
Yeah,
Mr.
man.
Vocal Vike. What you got going on, Vocal Vike? What's going on, man?
Man, first of all, that was a lot. You feel me? That was a lot, man. I didn't think my family was gonna come in and argue in front of company, but it get like that sometimes. I'm sure y'all know, man.
It be your own people sometimes.
It get like that sometimes, and I respect everybody's take and how they feel, although I may not agree with some of the things. It is what it is. You got to stand on your business. As far as Sunday's game for me, where I'm at with it, I do believe we're gonna win. All right, I do believe we're gonna win. I just think we're playing hot football. A little too late though, but I do think we're playing some good football. The past 2 weeks has showed. The whole JJ to Jaxson Dart thing. TP will tell you, man. Hey, look, man, I've been a Jaxson Dart fan, so me giving him his flowers, I can give him his flowers easily, only because he was one of those guys that I said if my team didn't make a move in the 2024 draft, Jaxson Dart would have been the guy, would have been pounding the table until the screws fell off. So he that dude, man. He ready, and it shows. You know what I'm saying? I just think I do agree with the way our defense is aligned. Not saying that he's never seen it before, but Brian Flores still finds a way to make rookie quarterbacks look like rookies.
Absolutely.
He gonna find a way, man. He's super intentional with that, and I think Jaxson Dart will struggle a little bit, but I also think he'll make a couple splash plays just because he has that gamer in him. You know what I mean? He's a quarterback that he got that gamer in him, man. But I look forward to JJ McCarthy just laying another brick. 2 weeks ago, my whole thing with JJ McCarthy, and I'm a JJ truther. Like I think he's the franchise quarterback. I think we're gonna see some bright days in Vikings Nation with JJ as the quarterback. I just want to see him lay one more brick. Don't do too much. We ain't asking you to build the house. Go out there and kind of continue on what you've been doing the past 2 weeks. And what that is he's been scoring a lot of touchdowns. He's been, now the JJ to JJ connection, man. We gotta get that. That I don't know what it is, man. That thing just ain't clicking, man.
Jettis looked like he lost his dog a couple games, man. I was looking at him like, come on, man. Yeah. But now, well, you got a prediction for me though? Vote?
Yeah. So prediction, I'm gonna go 28-24. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go 28-14. I'm gonna say 28-14. I think we're gonna win by double digits. I'm gonna say 28-14. You know what I mean? I think this would be a defensive game on our behalf, holding Jaxson Dart and your offense to 14 points. I know you said y'all been averaging 30.
We're averaging for the season over 21 points.
But the last couple games, how much y'all been putting up?
We had 21 last game, and then the game before that, did we? The game before that was the Patriots, and we got pretty much bullied and had some garbage points at the end. I think we scored like 22 at the end of that game.
Right, so I got y'all scoring 14 on us, man. That's being generous. I got y'all scoring 14.
That's being generous.
That'd be generous, man. Because we've been balling, man. The defense has been clicking out. We got an injury, and Josh Metellus is going to be out. Who obviously he hasn't been playing the best this year, but he's a key piece. But I think our defense will show up and show out like they've been doing the past couple of weeks on top of the offense running smooth, man. Because KOC dumbed it down. Shout out my boy Purple and Gold Bars. He stands on his business, what he believes in, and all that great stuff. But the reality is, the evidence is there, man. The proof is in the pudding. Kevin O'Connell came out himself and even said that he had to quote unquote dumb the offense down. But it worked, right? And it looked good. So we enjoying it, man. So, 28-14 Dash and TP, man. That's what I got, man. Score aside, baby.
Nah, man, I appreciate you as always, Rap, man. Again, I know you're going to be doing something live after the game. So we'll see what happens. Got to definitely connect. If I'm not there, I know TP might be there. Somebody going to be there to talk some trash to you guys. So I appreciate you, man. You have a good night, man. And again, I appreciate you for joining and, Bringing the wild bunch with you, man. Bringing the wild.
We just getting started, man. Y'all know that, man. This ain't gonna be the last time we link. You know what time it is.
That's a fact, man. You have a good night, man.
All right, y'all too, man. Appreciate you.
Peace, bro.
Oh man, TP, man. Oh man.
Hey, look, man. I hope people learned a lesson tonight. Whenever you're in a situation and it looks outnumbered, have them fight each other. have them fight each other,
bro. The way they went after each other, man. I just sat back. Like, and then I saw Zoe's face. Zoe. As soon as Zoe said, "Hey, this ain't the place," I knew exactly what he was talking about, man. I knew exactly what he was talking about. I meant to ask him whose channel they was going to be on tomorrow. But TP, of course, man. I appreciate you for joining.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
always.
I appreciate you being on the show. As whenever you're on the show, I appreciate it, man. And let the people know what's going on. Obviously, let's get some Giants predictions going.
Yeah. Look, man. I definitely had a good time, man. Definitely had a good time. This was hilarious. I will say that unfortunately, if I'm just keeping it 1,000 with us tonight, man. The Giants haven't done anything to make me believe that they're going to win this game tomorrow. Last week was one of those ones that I really wanted to win because I felt like we were playing one of the not so good teams in the schedule, and then it turns out that we are more like the not so good teams, So
yeah.
I think this will be one of the ones where I don't see it being a blowout or anything like that. I feel like it would be a good game. Nice giant fashion, close game. I'm gonna say 28-31. All I really want to see, man, is just more production from the offensive side of the ball, but mainly I want to see my guy, Jaxson Dart, kind of brush off the rust that he had last week. And I want the same, Viking guys to be able to say to themselves, okay, nah, Jax, he's the real deal. So that's that on that, man. Again, y'all, thank you for having me like always, man. Y'all can subscribe to me at TPWay the Giant, and I will holler at y'all, man. We got to get to bed, y'all.
All right, man. Have a good night. That's a fact. I know it's late, man. Have a good one, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Peace.
All right, everybody. So, only one thing to say is this was a show. This was different. Obviously, you know how I do my war rooms. I like them to be a little bit more calm, but the energy was at a high level tonight. So hopefully you guys appreciated that. And usually, man, when the Giants are better, my fight is a little bit better. But once the man started talking about Jaxson Dart all sideways, I had to start getting, a little bit more fierce with the conversation. But again, hopefully everybody enjoyed that. For me, I think the New York Giants do have a chance to beat the Minnesota Vikings. If we're gonna do that, definitely got to go into the 12 personnel, 13 personnel, and use the tight ends early. Despite Brian Flores being their defensive coordinator, I do think we'll still be able to score some points. But at the end of the day, can our defense hold up? And that's going to be the biggest question mark for me, because right now, the way Charlie Bullen is looking, maybe we should have kept Bowen. But it is what it is. But and I see some of the chat. I know, like I said, normally I'm in the chat, I'm able to discuss everybody, but you saw what the environment was, and I do apologize for not getting to as many comments as I normally do. But hopefully everybody has a good night. Hopefully everybody will tune in Saturday night for Late Night Giants Talk, so we can do things the way we normally do things and spread love along the Giants community. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And for one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows Big Blue Nation. Let's go.